Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tales of Adventure, Agents of Boo.
Okay, that
God,
was
I love
cute.
this mic. Thank you. I got this new microphone that I will share with you, Breezy. This is a microphone that is like $47 on Amazon, so it's not that expensive, and I literally have this plugged into my phone, and it's just so great because I have the echo. But hello, everybody. Welcome back to Tales of Adventure Agents of Boo. And as always, I am your DM, hostess with the mostest, and sadistic maniac for the evening.
Ooh.
Boo? What do you mean, boo? Why are you booing me? You won't love me.
Boo! He's gonna kill us. Boo!
Well, I mean, I can kill
Boo,
you.
I don't get a
but-
pension. Boo.
Well, I mean, that's your fault for not signing the right paperwork. Like, you can't blame me for the bureaucracy. You can't blame me for your own ineffectiveness against bureaucracy.
Yeah, I got a pension and I got a 401k plan with Deshaun.
See?
You owe him money no matter what.
His name doesn't have an H in it yet.
But this is why you signed the contract, so that way you could just pay it off. He takes it out of my paycheck.
See? System works. But I guess with that all being said, y'all, it has been a good while since we were able to actually like sit down and record. Like it's been what, 2-3 weeks, maybe about a month.
Ciao.
I blame Breezy.
It's definitely my fault.
It's okay. You Breezy, we understand that you're a disaster, but you know what? We still love you anyway.
Is that a read?
It sounds like a read, but I accept it.
And I guess speaking of which, I will go around introducing the cast. Once again, we have Gildart, Thundercaller.
Hey, it's me, Chill Thanos.
Is that really what you're going with now, Chill Thanos?
Well, I do have the
Don't-
Titan. I have the Power Stone right now, so I'm gonna go with Chill Thanos until the Power Stone rolls really, really bad.
Oh, the Power Stone. That's what you decided to call your new dice?
Yes, my huge, gigantic D20.
Oh, geez. Is it like
That's the big
this?
boy.
Is it like a tennis ball size, or like how big is it?
It's about the size of a
A little bit larger.
You know what? I'm just gonna roll it so everybody can hear it.
Ooh,
Everyone press F in the chat.
ooh, that's a big boy. That is a very, very
Yeah.
big boy. Well,
Yep,
I guess
so-
it's nice to have you back on here, Chill Thanos.
Thank you. I'm not gonna destroy half the universe. Maybe a quarter of it.
I mean, can you at least be smart about it and not be like, I'm going to destroy all life, or at least not do it for the sake of some bullshit sustainability?
We'll see how it works out.
Okay, that's fair.
I heard he did it to impress Def, and Def was not impressed.
Def was not impressed.
He did, and she wasn't, and I guess, like, Thanos is now forever just going to be a simp, because even Death didn't want him.
Simp ass nigga.
Ooh.
Oh God! All right. Going down through the line. Let's go with Gildart's brother, Yao Ken.
What's going on, everybody? My name's Zhao Ken, aka Kite. And yeah, he has the Power Stone. I decided to go with the Reality Stones. All my new dice are red. Blood soaking
Ooh.
red with vengeance and beautiful, beautiful. Can't wait to see you all bleed. What? Oh, I'm sorry. You're still here.
Ow! Ooh! Careful, man. I think I cut myself on that edge.
Is that you, Sasuke?
Oh, well, allow me to. I was like, allow me to. Ooh, blood. Do you need me to suck it? I mean, dry it clean with a cloth?
Oh my! How about we save that for after we record this? I guess that's a perfect segue. As always, the lovely Breezy Van Buren.
Hi.
Breezy, how you feeling today?
I'm motherfucking tired,
Oh, I'm sorry.
but it's okay because I'm always tired.
Tired, not tired. Tired. Tide. Tired.
Hold on,
Yeah,
wait, that
that's
sounds like a
always how
lawsuit.
Is anybody else getting sick and tired of guys named Todd?
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
sometimes.
That and Kyle.
Just a weird, goofy name. Hi, I'm Todd.
You're just odd, but with a T.
We have just isolated an entire name of people.
Yes, for those
Everyone
listening who
named
were
Todd.
who were named Todd and Kyle, we're sorry.
Kyle. There's a soft name for a guy. Kyle.
Jeez. I don't understand why everybody hates on the name Kyle. Like it just sounds like a name. I don't understand.
What was the rest of that skit? Nikki, Vinny, and Tony will beat the shit out of Kyle, Todd.
Shut the fuck up, Kyle.
Think about the name Kyle and think about what person that name is attached to and tell me you don't want to tell him to shut up.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess. Sure, maybe.
I have an ex named Kyle.
but-
He's actually pretty cool.
I guess then going off and seeing if maybe they have finally made it home. Sir Leonard!
Hi,
Hey! How you doing, bud?
I'm alive.
Period.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty good. That's what I'll take
Hey,
it.
the good news is you're not stuck in between some stairs right now.
Not yet.
Ha ha.
Not yet.
Ha 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 ha.
Oh, he is not healing me today.
No. The cleric's putting down instead of getting up. And then I guess with that, we go over to our two very brand new mystery. Well, I guess not guests, but our two very brand new guests. Starting off with Kaylin. That's your cue, bud.
Whoa.
Come on, you can do it. Believe in you.
Him shy.
Nope. Oh. All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna go over to the other person who I know probably isn't that shy. Magic.
Hello, everyone. It's nice to meet y'all.
Hey. Thanks for coming and joining us.
Welcome.
No problems at all.
Welcome to hell. You can leave your bags over there.
Well, I mean, it's not hell yet. I have to get to that point. You know, I got to lead up to.
I didn't say the nines. I said just hell.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess as long as you specify, then that's. Well, I mean, I guess it's we're kind of just sort of sitting here. I guess we'll get into announcements. I don't know where Kaylin might be, or maybe if his equipment's kind of acting up. But I guess I'll take this up to the floor. Do we have any announcements before we start, or is everyone just kind of ready and raring to go?
I'm kind of ready to go, but we.
Breezy, there's a thing we're supposed to talk about.
I wonder what that thing is. Is it my bundles?
No, it's not your bundles. It's not your bundles, although they do look fabulous.
Thank you. You like my hair? Gee, thanks.
I love it. Do you wear that when you wrestle? That's what we were supposed to talk about. We're supposed to talk about wrestling. There it is.
Oh yeah, PRW.
How could PRW slip my mind?
You know, I don't understand how it could slip my mind either as women's champion.
I think that makes only two of us in here champions.
Ooh.
When are you catching up?
Wait a minute. What happened? Wait a minute. What happened?
You cut me deep. You cut me deep there, balls. You cut me deep there.
Balls
you
deep.
cut me deep.
He cut you balls deep.
He went balls deep in me, and he hit something. He hit something, and he punctured something. I'll never be the same again.
I punctured your manhood.
You're now just a broken shell of a man you once were.
If you want to see me regain my confidence, though, you can check us out at PRW. Well, Breezy, tell me, do we have a YouTube page?
Oh yeah, we do have a YouTube YouTube page.
We also have a YouTube
It's
dick, by the way. We have a
PRW.
YouTube dick.
Ooh, child.
It's me.
PRW
I'm the dick.
Underground. No, you're the balls.
Yes, you are the balls. We also have a Facebook page, which is for some reason listed as esports. Never found out why. And an Instagram.
I don't know what the Instagram name is.
I don't know the Instagram's name either. I just know it's
You're gonna make
PRW, and
me
you can
do
check
something.
out Project. Yes, I
it's
am going
Project
to make you do.
Revolution Wrestling.
Thank you.
On
That would
Michael.
be so disappointed in us. I can't believe he left
He
us
would.
this task.
I know.
Well-
I know. Why would he give this to us?
Because he knows I can do it, but I'm not in the best mood, so I'm not going to.
Well, hey, I should learn these handles, but I just
Yes,
don't
you
care
should.
to learn things.
Me neither, don't worry.
Are you kidding me? I am a Goliath barbarian, and I have one spell, and I haven't learned my spell book.
Roll initiative.
I think that's it for PRW, though.
All right, nice plug. Good job. Nice plug. David, do we, as Tales of Adventure agents of Boo, have anything to plug?
You are really enjoying that echo, aren't you?
Hold on.
Oh my
drop
God,
me the link
this
to that
echo is
mic.
So great.
Please drop me the link.
Oh, for sure.
Wow.
I
That comes
will.
into
This
my
mic is
headset like
fantastic.
really well. Oh my
I didn't get
God.
the same one
Well, thank you.
as he got, but I got one that's pretty good. But mine was only like $20.
I actually
glad-
I have some mics. I got 2 mics and they're really long. Somebody from Amazon paid me to review for them. I should probably not say they paid me to review, but someone from Amazon wanted me to review their mics, and I have 2
I'm
mics.
using my headphone mic
Oh, so you think you better
from
than
my
me?
phone.
Oh,
No,
so
I'm
his
just
name
is
using
Mike.
headphones.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
I
if you
heard
guys would like, I
myself.
can definitely drop the link of the mic that I use in chat later on. But David, what news been going on? What little projects have you been working? What projects have you been working on? I was about to say some I was probably gonna regret.
Ooh, we have a lot of nice new stuff going on here at Tales of Adventure. So for starters, we are still working on the initial blog page, Reality is a Social Construct. But in the meantime, while the page is being renovated, we uploaded a brand new website, which you can all check out at which is bit.ly/tales-of-adventure.com. It will take you to our new webpage where you can check out the first couple of episodes of each of our podcasts. They are uploaded on there. You can also follow links to our Spotify, Anchor, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook pages as well when you upload it. All right. Also, it covers the news of each of our podcasts and their episodes when they aired and when our next episodes are to air. So the current podcast, we have Monstrous Misadventures, which is our part 1, which you all know is I Was Not Prepared for This, aka the DM, Dappy.
I mean, technically speaking, I'm still not prepared because I have no idea when we're gonna finish.
You are the DM.
No, you is not the DM. You is Breezy.
God damn it. We also have the other podcast which is new from our host Jared, titled The Lunch Break. And you can check out the pilot episode called Welcome to the Show. It is also on, I believe, Podbean is where everything else is on. We're still updating for the Spotify and Anchor, but please stay tuned for those. Also, as always, you can check out our Agents of Boo podcast with the last and current episode that should be up before these ones, which is I Can't Believe It's Not Sir Leonard. Again, my personal favorite episode, only because I had a great time editing
I
that one.
wonder why.
I totally loved it.
Man, y'all are gonna keep messing with Sir Leonard. He's just gonna snap and not heal anything.
That was like the greatest episode though. If you ever watch the video on YouTube, which we at Tales of Adventure, you can check us out on YouTube on our page. It is literally the current episode on our page that you can just click on and it'll automatically play. If you make it all the way like towards like the near end, there's like little snippets in there that I totally love because it probably just like highlights Sir Leonard's frustration with everyone.
All
I
of
gotta
us.
say
All
that we
of
had
us.
so much fun recording the what lurks below.
It definitely the What Lurks Below art is my favorite one. But again, you guys check out our websites. When you check it out, you can leave us a comment below. You can reach any of the admin users, either me, myself, or James, and then you get to know all of our players. So we're still updating the website as well. We're going to be going at that hard. And then look out for any season 2 announcements. Otherwise, I believe that should be it. Oh, one more thing. Also, if you haven't checked out our new video from our little field trip with Jared to Titan Games, you can check out the full video on YouTube. And then you can also look up Titan Games on their Facebook page and even on their websites. I believe it was titangamesonline.com that you can check them out on. They have a lot of great D&D merch, so please check them out. They're really good to us. We had so much fun recording there. I know I had fun watching us screw up some of the takes and little bits in there, which was kind of funny, but definitely give them a huge shout out. Thank you so much for allowing us to record. I really had a good time there, and I really love my new dice too.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks, guys.
You can go and you can see where I got the dice that makes this sound.
Yes, that too.
Oh God, I love this. I love the sound of dice so much.
I believe that should be it for us.
All right. Well, I guess if that is it for us, I'm gonna give Kaylin one more try. Kaylin, I call you from the great beyond. Oh my God, it worked!
I knew you were a necromancer.
Yes.
Greetings and salutations. I am Kaylin. I will be your ectoplasmic friend today.
Yeah, my ectoplasmic friend who had a birthday recently.
That's why my childhood is dead. I'm now full adult.
Man.
Happy birthday to
Is that really a birthday, or is that just every day?
Happy birthday
every day, but hey.
Take your pictures where you can get them.
Exactly.
Happy birthday, dear Kaylin. Happy birthday to you. That was a solo from your bard.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
If you if you want to rent Breezy, you can also go to the website and rent Breezy.
No, you cannot.
If you want to rent me, you can go to chatterbait.com. No.
Well then,
Let me not plug my chatterbait on here.
Oh God. Well, I guess with all of that,
sex workers are people too.
Sex workers are people too. And I guess with all of that being said and my necromantic ritual finally being complete, agents, how about we bring it back to the mystical world of Eberron, the continent of Cover, the nation of Breland, in the city of Sharn, right for the home base for the Bureau of Occultic Observations, and get ready for the next episode of Tales of Adventure, Agents of Boom.
Delicious.
I'm gonna need you to like lower that.
Never. James, roll the intro. Last time on Tales of Adventure, Agents of Boo. Our intrepid agents successfully, I would say, were able to complete their first out in the field, finding where these weird and strange troglodytes were coming from. Our agents enacted Operation Roomba, going into the bellies and fighting these beasts where they lurked below. Discovering a little bit more than what to be expected, the weird mewling lizard baby thing in the pool of iridescent goo that seemed to latch on and almost be alive in some. But after getting called in and essentially kind of having this turn over into a more federal case, you all met with Yasen, had therapy session, but for real this time, where you all essentially had a moment to talk about some of the things that everybody was bringing in, the baggage. After that, you all practically had the time for yourselves to go out and explore the festival that was supposed to be thrown, but for a different reason. Ayana tried to flirt and muscle her way into an orc woman that she saw that was kind of running a little strength machine. And while it was a funny failure, she liked you enough that she wanted to stay friends and kind of figure out what that was. You all, last act that you all decided to do before you got on the train back to Sharn, you all gave the police chief who was retiring a gift basket, kind of sent him on his way, and you were able to snag him as a contact. You all made it back to Sharn, where where Zara was waiting for you, and after essentially saying how much fun that Zara had with Fluffy and his 8 children, he drew a picture, and it was a picture of what he said when he remembers he was happy. So, with all of that being said, and with Yasen and with Bloodhound's, I guess with Bloodhound's approval, you all have your duties, or I guess rather, you all wake up bright and early for training for the next. As you all are sleeping soundly, Zhao Ken, you hear a knocking.
Go away.
No, get up.
I'm sorry. The tenant of this residence has not lived here since the beginning of time. Please come
Zhao Ken,
back
you
at a
know
later
I am perfectly
time.
capable about knocking this door down and dragging you out myself. I'm giving you this chance because I know you don't want me to wake up Zara.
I wouldn't even break down that door if I were you. Otherwise, it'll
Zhao Ken,
activate the trap.
Zhao Ken, don't do this to me. I will break down this door and I will break your little Home Alone style bullshit you have.
I opened the door slightly.
Ah, sweet. There we go. And you see that she just like just wraps her massive bear mitt and just slowly opens the door a little bit more. And she goes, morning, sunshine. Ready for training?
Morning. And no.
Morning. Oh, well, that's too bad. Let's go.
Hold on. I'm gonna wake Zara up too, because he's gonna come with us.
Oh, hey, Zara. You see Zara kind of like wipes his eyes. He goes, oh, hi, Miss Dad. What's going on?
We're gonna go to the training room.
Oh, are we? Oh, is today the day you said you wanted to teach me how to work it out? Working out? Work out.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yep. We're gonna actually do an old pastime, Zara. We're gonna go back to sparring a little bit today.
Sure. Yeah, I'd love that. I actually kind of miss sparring with you.
And I just smile and look at Bloodhound. All right, we'll be out in a bit.
All right, sounds good. If you guys can just meet me at the workout room then.
Yep.
Sounds good. And you see that she walks away. And Gillard, you hear a knock at your door.
No, I don't. I'm already in the workout room.
Okay. Never mind then. I go on to someone else. Ayana, while you are just sleeping soundly and just kind of like with your hair nestled up in your face, you just hear a knock knock. Time for training. Let's go.
I am like hops out of bed like, oh shit. And she opens the door and she's like, hello?
Hey, good morning. How you feeling?
I'm alright. What's going on?
Oh, remember you got your crucible training. Because the whole thing with
Crucible.
it's gonna be fun. It's a mix of like boot camp, a little bit of dodgeball. Everyone.
Dodgeball? Do I look like
Yeah,
I play dodgeball?
I mean, anybody has the potential to play.
Child. Okay, well, let me get dressed.
All right. As long as you can meet me in the workout room, but don't take too long. I will come and find you.
I was just like pushing her mass of hair that has like accumulated within the last. How long has it been since we've like?
I would say you guys were able to rest. I would say to be a little bit nicer. It's been about. I'd say it's been about maybe like a day. I'd say it's been about a day.
Okay, so yeah, she's probably due for a haircut sometime soon. But
Yeah.
she's just pushing it up into a ball on her head and just like makes like a top knot with it.
Just makes like this giant ass like a top knot, but like all the hair is just kind of like spilling out, so it looks like this
Like-
weird hair hat.
Like a big ass troll doll.
I love it. I honestly imagine that it almost was like a beret, but it was just made of hair.
Definitely that.
Perfect. And lastly, Sir Leonard, as you are just kind of peacefully sleeping / meditating in your room, you hear a knocking.
Let me guess. Time for training?
Hey, look at that! I didn't know you were psychic too.
Nope. Just a guess.
I mean, it's a pretty good guess.
Alright, I'll be out in a second.
All right, as long as you meet us in the workout room. So, you all eventually make your way in. Guildarts, what have you been doing in the workout room before everybody? You all come in and you see that Guildarts has basically been working out for like the past half an hour?
Past hour, just lifting weights and running, doing anything he can. He hasn't sparred with anybody yet because he's waiting for Bloodhound to get there to spar with her because that's who he trains with as far as that goes.
Okay. So after a little bit, you all do manage to come in and you see Bloodhound she whistles and she's like, "Hey, Guildarts, let's go."
Gildar sprints over there.
He's like, "All right. Well, first off, good morning to everybody, every one of you. How's everybody slept? Everybody feels pretty good for today."
Yeah.
Gildar's just taking a knee like a football player, like a high school football player.
He goes, all right. I understand you all don't want to be up this early, so I'll just take your silence as like quiet complacency. But as you all know, you guys did a really good job with your training and especially with your first mission. But most of the time here, we always like to do improvements. There's always something that you can be improving on, and who knows? Maybe that improvement is the difference between life and death out in the field. So, what my job is here today is teach you guys and go you through a little bit of a workout routine that I've put together. Essentially, anytime you guys want to go through this workout routine, let me know. That'll be kind of the thing to give you a little bit more vitality out. Without further ado, and you see that she looks at her watch, kind of like types in something like pleep, 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 and a illusionary like holographic screen pops up, and she goes, "So, this right here, this is the leaderboard. But don't let the name confuse you. Even though it has everybody ranked as to what time they've completed the course, it breaks down when you tap on it very individual attributes. So it has your physical strengths and your weaknesses. We use this as a way to kind of help track and to make sure that we have effective training for everybody who comes in through the field. it is incredibly important that everybody sticks to what is going on, to sticking to the regiment, as well as making sure that we are taking proper care of ourselves afterward. Just as how it's important to push yourself as hard as you can when you're running through the sled, it's also just important to make sure that you relax, because sprained leg or a pulled muscle could literally mean the difference between you getting eaten alive by a monster or getting your face ripped off. Sound good?
Yep.
I hate it here.
Good. Well, I mean, you can always hate it here, but that's good. So, first things first, and you see that she whistles again. Starting off, warm-ups, laps. Let's go.
Gildarts is already running and doing laps.
Okay. I assume everybody else is going to be running laps then.
No, I'm sitting on a chair. I'm sitting on a bench chair.
Okay.
Sir Leonard
Okay.
just red shells it.
Ayana's kind of like, you know how not red shell. She's kind of like, you know how in high school those girls that would like have to walk the mile, run the mile,
Yeah.
and they'll walk and eat hot chips while they're doing it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Ayana's doing.
She's walking it and she's eating hot chips.
Well, that's more effort than Zhao Ken.
So I'm gonna actually open this up to you guys. Basically, how the training is gonna work is that it is a training, week-long training course that Bloodhound does. Anytime you guys have any downtime or want to do this before a mission, you can always ask Bloodhound and she'll do you through the workout. Essentially, what this is going to be doing, and like flavor-wise, is going to be kind of stuff you guys are going to be working on. But it's going to give you a temporary HP boost, which will be a D4 plus your Constitution modifier, and it'll also give you a random +1 boost in either acrobatics or
athletics.
So I want to know, and I kind of give it up to you guys because of that. Is there anything narratively that you think that your character would want to be working? I know that we said that you're going to be sitting down, Zhao Ken, but if Zhao Ken decides to actually do something about the training, is there something specifically?
It's just to practice. It would be to practice like 2-weapon fighting.
Okay.
Again, because it's been a while since it's probably been maybe like less than a month since I've had to use it. But yeah, because I just want to practice on that. That's what I was going to spar with Zara with later on.
Okay, that sounds good. I guess I'll go back to Breezy because you're running. You're walking on the track eating hot Cheetos. What about you? What do you think, Ayana? If Ayana were to decide to start doing this, what do you think? One of the things would be that Ayana would start wanting to improve
on. I feel like. Wait, like any okay, I'm sorry. Any like skill or like what, as far as
it would
what?
be almost kind of like any like physical skill, so like athletics, acrobatics. Technically speaking, I guess I could give like a temporary boost, so you guys would have either like a +1 to like a dexterity saving throw, strength saving throw, constitution. So I would say for those 5. So either acrobatics, athletics, or either a constitution, strength, or dex.
Oh, baby girl needs some constitution.
Constitution. Okay. So you're trying to like build up. So you're trying to do more like endurance.
Yeah.
Okay. Endurance and constitution. Gildarts. Is there anything in particular that you think?
It's physical, right? Yeah. Gildarts is pretty good on the physical. Maybe working on some dex or something like that. Maybe working on that con or something, trying to get one of those up. Because strength-wise, I'm at like a +4, so
Right.
I get that to +5, and yeah, so I'm not too worried about that.
So you're thinking like either.
I'm more so worried about. I'm actually
so like either a constitution saving throw or anything in a dexterity saving throw or like acrobatics.
Let's go with con.
Okay.
Yeah, because realistically, what Gildarts is going to be doing actually is after this, like after practice every day, he's actually going to go to the library and read some books, trying to get that intelligence score.
Okay. You can definitely be able to do that at the library. I do have a plan for that. Okay. And Sir Leonard, is there anything that you think that you'd be working out of the 5 options.
Dex.
So would that be in the terms of acrobatics or like dexterity saving throws, like being able to dodge out the...
Acrobatics.
Okay, so this is going to be working kind of like since it's all happening in like the span of a week, time is going to be kind of weird here. But we're going to pick back up with Zhao Ken. Technically, this will be like day 2. As you're kind of going in, Zhao Ken, you're just kind of like sitting in your chair, just chilling or whatever, reading your book, and you see Bloodhound walks up to you and goes, "Hey, what's going on here, bud? How you feeling? You feeling good? You feeling a little tired, or what's going on?" I'm sorry. Did you shush me because you're reading a book?
I point. It's a very good book.
What's the name of this book? And you see that she's just kind of like leaning in closer, inquisitively. What's the name of this?
I'll show you. I close the book for a
Mhm.
second. I hold both hands up.
Ah, okay.
It's called. It's called. I'm trying to catch a fuck so I can give it to you.
Oh, is it? Is it? Well, I think I've heard of that. That's the first series in the title of like, who do you think you're talking to, you fucking little shit, right? That's the first volume in the series, if I'm correct.
I run it behind Bloodhound. I'm like, no. That's not how you get him to do these things.
Oh, is it? What are you talking about?
Fear doesn't work on Zhao Ken.
Continues to read my book.
Yeah, I slowly pull it away. Fear doesn't work on Zhao Ken.
You know, I guess not. Well, I guess normally my whole unit of like, being big and scary and running towards things usually is pretty effective. But all right, I'll take a shot. You know Zhao Ken better. What's the best way of getting him motivated?
Zhao Ken really hates Rune and really wants to be better than him. This idea that Rune can't do half the things that he can do type idea. So my mother would use that to motivate him to do things.
Why does he hate your dad?
Honestly couldn't tell you, but it works.
Huh.
But have fun with that information. And then Gildars goes back to running the course.
Huh. Okay. Zhao Ken, you're still reading your book. Just kind of as just sitting back without a chill in the world until you feel a hand kind of gently grip the top of the book, and just kind of like press it down on the table and be like, "Hey, buddy, you're still reading your book there, yeah? Are you still trying to find the fuck to give me?"
Yeah, it was going great until you showed up.
Oh, well, that's great. Well, I mean, look, man, you're welcome to just kind of like sit here and do stuff. I'm always afraid that you're just not gonna like live up to expectations sometimes. I mean, like, and you see that she kind of pulls up the leaderboard. She goes, I mean, like, we have like some of the best agents here. Like, obviously, like, you have like, there's me, there's Fluffy, there's Sen, there's Rune, like all the way just kind of like here. Yeah, Rune. What seems to be so funny? I don't think I really understand the joke.
Are you kidding me, Rune?
Yeah.
You mean that egotistical, misogynistic, arrogant, self-centered piece of shit? No, he can't be better. He's actually just useless.
Oh, is he? Well, I guess that's funny because I have his well, I guess let's take a look at the leaderboard statistics. So technically, and you see that she pulls it up.
Leaderboard.
And, oh yeah. Didn't I explain this at the beginning? There's a leaderboard that tracks everybody who does this just to help improve on training. And well, as you can see here, Rune has some pretty good talent actually. He's like in the physical category, endurance, agility, speed, strength. He's pretty up there. It's almost kind of like I don't know. It's ranking up pretty high there. But you're right. He probably doesn't really do much. I guess he technically is doing a little bit more than you. So, but you know what? That's fine. If you want to sit here, go ahead and read your book, and just have Rune be better at you than this, then by means, go ahead, please. Continue to find that fuck ticket.
Oh, you think he's better?
Mhm.
Better than me? Are you kidding
Well,
me?
it's not in my place to say if one person is better than another. I'm just saying that the statistics don't lie, and from your stats so far, they're all in the negative. I don't know what to tell you, bud. We just kind of track these by statistics.
Negative. Yeah. Okay, there. Let me show you something real quick.
Oh.
Gets up and go. I start sprinting. I scale the wall like nothing, and I basically just do a backflip over it, and I just keep going through the track and field, and I just start climbing different things and just flipping off things, like jumping off of different like pillars or anything like that.
You see at the
I was
sudden,
like, Rue can't do this shit.
you see at the sudden burst as you're just kind of like running the track, Guildarts. You see that Bloodhound just kind of like looks really fucking surprised at you and just kind of like flashes you a thumbs up and just kind of like watching the amazement that is Zhao Ken just now flying through this court.
Gildart sees none of that because he is looking up at that board, drooling at the fact to become number one in all those categories.
Oh yeah, you see that you're getting up there, but you definitely do see that Rune is at least ranked in the top 10.
Top 10, I'm going for number one.
Oh, okay. You're gonna go see if you can try. Let's see. I guess number one would technically be Bloodhound, but like Yasen would probably be like 3.
Number one.
All right. I guess with that, your Crucible workout comes to a close, and everybody go ahead and roll a d4 and add your Constitution.
Oh boy. Con modifier?
Con modifier.
Altogether, 'tis a 5.
All right. Please note that you have 5 temporary hit points.
Mine is 6.
Note that you have 6 temporary hit points.
5.
Note that you have 5 temporary hit points.
All right.
Ayana, what did you get? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna be nice and say, Ayana, you get
Oh my god.
2 temporary hit points because a 1d4 minus 1 is
I fucking hate it here.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry for Ayana. I feel so bad.
Oh god.
Should we just tell them just because?
Yeah, so for everybody trying to wonder how we got with this, we also have a dice pool on Discord that we kind of roll. And for rolling, Ayana's modifier for her Constitution is -1. So she also rolled a 1.
I hate it here.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Okay. Well,
I knew it could go down.
Your job as a bard is usually to seduce the dragon anyways.
That is true. But you can go ahead and mark down 2 temporary hit points. Training has been concluded. You all have about a week, kind of like sometime in the middle of the week, Yasen talked to you guys about getting some new people to kind of help join and help you guys out a little bit now that Trast is out doing his own independent stuff. But this is now your time to explore the agency and may or may not train. You guys obviously have the gym if you want to hit it again. You have the library and you have the R&D department. Getting your weapons upgraded, getting your intelligence and like your languages and stuff upgraded, and your fit. So where would you all wish to go? Or I guess on your off time when you're not doing your Crucible.
Quick, to the library. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Your guild.
Ayana will be going to the library as well.
Going to library. Zhao Ken, where are you going? Are you also going to library? Are you gonna go check out the Are you checking out the lab?
I'm gonna go to Tin Man and fix it.
Okay, cool. I will get with them. I'll take care of the 2 in the library first, and then I'll get to you. So, Ayana, Guildarts, you guys go down to the 6th.
Where's Sir Leonard at?
Oh, Leonard, I'm so sorry. Where would you like to go?
I don't know. Apparently, I'm invisible.
I don't mean to, baby. Please forgive me.
Closed mouths don't get fed, honey.
Fuck it. I'll go to the library too.
Okay, cool. Then yeah, I'll take care of these guys first, and I'll get to you. So hang tight for a second, Jokan. So yeah, you guys go down to the library. You see on the 6th floor that is this massive indoor reservoir. Books. See other agents of kind of like unknown, or like some like agents and other workers here. Librarians are putting books stored and archived back on the shelves using Mage Hand. As you see them just kind of like taking 2 books at a time and putting the back along. You do see what almost kind of appears to be like a row of crystals that are essentially the more sleeker, modernized version. Basically, all you have to do is touch the crystal and the information essentially gets implanted into your brain. So it's like reading a book, but for you. But you do see that in the middle that there is a welcome, like a circular welcome desk with somebody sitting at the desk. It seems to be a human man, probably about early 20s, probably about maybe like 23, 24. And you see that they kind of have like their brown hair a little bit coughed to the side, but you see that he's wearing something fairly comfortable, almost kind of like what you would assume a librarian would be wearing. And you see that they're kind of like absorbed in something that they're kind of like doodling on, and kind of like, oh well, no, that makes sense. That means it was here, but then what does it have to do with the price of beef and Carnath? Does it have any correlation with what's going on with the municipality? And they seem to be kind of like muttering to themselves a little bit and kind of like writing in little details in this giant notebook.
Gildart pulls out his glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they are not prescription,
Cute.
he just likes to wear them because he thinks they make him look smart.
Okay.
He goes up to the guy
Mm-hmm.
and asks, "Does he have any books on animal handling?"
Oh! Hey, sorry, I didn't see you there. I'm sorry, I kind of got a little. I shouldn't really be doing this on company time, you know. But and you see, he kind of like closes and puts down. And goes, "Hi, sorry, I'm Matthew Patricks. I'm the head librarian and one of the archivists here. What'd you say your name was, bud?
Can I call you Matty P?
Yeah, you know, Matty P's fine. People always kind of like sometimes call me Matt Pat, though I'm kind of indifferent to it, I suppose.
Matty P, Gildar's Thunder calling. How the heck are you?
Hey, man, it's doing good. Oh no, you're one of the new recruits, right? You and you see, kind of like leans back in his swivel chair and kind of goes, "You, Ayana, and Sir Leonard. Yes. Don't worry, it takes me a little bit, but I'll get better at remembering." Yeah. I'm sorry. What can I help you with?
Hi. Where is your erotic fan fiction crystals?
All right. Before we go there, can I get some books on animal handling?
Yeah. Are there any books in particular you're looking for? Just kind of like a volume, because we do have a volumetric set. And he goes, "Let me see. Hang on." And you see, as he's kind of talking, his eyes roll back, and you see the whites. And he goes, comes back. "Okay, yeah. No, we do have a couple of sets. You kind of looking like a beginner's guide, looking to something more advanced. What are you thinking?"
Do you have anything specific for ghost tigers? If not, I'll just take the beginner's set.
I think we do. And you see, he kind of like writes down a couple of. You see that he takes his pen, writes it on a sheet of paper. You see he casts a spell on the paper, and the numbers fly to the different parts of the library. And about a couple of seconds later, you see 3 books just neatly sit on the desk. And he goes, "Well, for those, I would recommend these 3 books. One has like the specific life cycles and kind of like the behavior palaces of ghost tigers. And then the other ones are just kind of like the 2 basic animal."
I will take both of these. Gildarts will take both of these and sit down at the table. He will also take his crystal out,
Mhm.
knowing that Zhaokin has deleted the message from Mira,
Mhm.
scroll down his contacts to his mom, and start to write out the how do you train a ghost tiger thing, but then just doesn't send it. It's still there. He just hasn't sent it. He just exits. It's like a draft, and he starts to read those books.
Okay, fair enough. You see that Maddie P turns to you, Ayan, and goes, "Yes, hi. I'm sorry. What were you looking for?"
Never mind about that earlier. But what do you have?
Oh, I mean, we do have a section if you do want something. We no, if you feel if I understand, but please, if you feel embarrassed, it's a lot more common than you think. We do actually have a section back there for people who want to have, something a little bit more spicy to read. I know myself, I'm kind of a big fan of those because there's sometimes they're really good, and I like to think of myself as an avid writer, so I kind of write a couple of things myself.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that later. But
Ooh, yes.
do you have
Is it Sophisticated Ankles? Are you the writer of Sophisticated Ankles?
Shh, Gildart, you're not here. Go ahead, Ayana.
sophisticated angles? Well, do you have like information about family trees and stuff like that?
Oh, yes. I know we do. Is it kind of anything in particular? Maybe like a genealogy? Are you looking for like a specific family?
I honestly, I don't even know where to start.
Gotcha. Okay, well, I mean, I can give you a couple of books with that. Unfortunately, because I don't know specifically what you're looking for, I can only really do the general stuff. Sorry, but if you ever do have an idea more, you can always come to me, okay?
Okay, what about like elven
Yes.
ancestry?
Oh, yes, that I can do. We do have two in particular books. Are you wanting to learn more about the elven or like the history of Vailnar or the history of Aran?
Fuck it, why not both?
Sure, I can do that. And you see he kind of like scribbles again on the sheet of paper. The numbers fly, and then later the books come back, and you have three books. One about the genealogies, and one about the genealogy, one about Aranel, and one about the elves.
Awesome, thank you.
Of course. And if you have any more questions, just let me know.
We're gonna talk later about the erotic fanfiction.
Oh yes. Please. I've been kind of a little scared of people. Like I've had other people kind of read and they said it's really good, but I just like maybe I need something more spicy. I don't know. It'll all come to me. But yes, please. And then if you have any questions, let me know.
Actually, I think I'll take one of those now. Give me one of yours.
Oh, and you see kind of like, oh well now, and kind of like adjusts. Yeah, and you see he reaches and goes underneath the desk, reaches where did I put this? Oh, here it is. And he hands a manuscript of his, and you see that the title reads "Leather and Lace."
Oh yeah, she kind of like she doesn't snatch it because she's not rude, but she like kind of like fast, like quickly takes it and like scurries to the corner of the library.
And you see Matt just kind of like gets a little like happy, excited in his face, and turns to you, Sir Leonard, and goes, well, looks like so far I'm 2 for 2. I guess we can try and make this a triple threat. What can I help you with, my man?
Do you have anything on religion?
Yes, I do. We have quite a couple of books of religion. Is there any one thing in particular you're looking for religion, or is there any particular religion you're looking about? I know we have books on like Dark Six, the Sovereign Host, the Silver Flame, the like with the Druidic Order, the Gatekeepers, with the Undying Courts, and with the Aranel. Is there anything you're looking more into, or are you thinking like more of the Baltic and like the cults of the dragon below?
Yes.
All of them.
Okay. Avid reader. I love it. I love it. I love it. And you see that he takes another page down. And this time, when the books come back, it's like a good. He's like, I figure you didn't want to read everything at once, so like here's 5 good books that I can recommend that have pretty good starters in like just religion in general for what you're looking.
Okay.
Sounds good then. If you need more questions, just let me know. And then he just kind of goes back to doing his like notebook doodle. And we will move on from that scene and go. Oh,
Before we move on, I go up to him and I'm just like this. I heard about the smut thing. Are you the writer of Sophisticated Ankles?
oh,
Not smut.
you mean good? He goes, oh, good weird shit. It's in the back.
I'd like to borrow that, please. Thank you.
He writes another ticket, and the book flies into your hands. Just remember, you can't take the books, right?
I won't. And then I go back to my books and I try to hide it underneath the rest of my books while I'm like reading so nobody sees that I have that book.
Okay. Well, I guess it's nice to know that Gildarts, I guess, has an ankle fetish now. Is that it?
It's more so. It's not even more so that he has an ankle fetish. It's just the fact that it's like the weird stuff. So he's just kind of interested to see what it's about.
Okay. Okay. Get him at the ankles.
It's seeing if he does have a fetish.
Gotcha. Okay. We'll roll for that later. It's fine. But that
Roll for fetish.
Yep, but I suppose at that point, that is besides the point. As we now go back to Zhao Ken, you said that you were wanting to go to the lab, right? Is there anything in particular that you're wanting to go and get done?
I have maybe like 2 questions really that I want to go ahead and ask them, and one's pertaining to the last mission.
Okay, cool. So as you are kind of going in and going there, you do see that the Warforged, the Warforged Flak or Tin Man is just kind of like putting up different things and kind of like shaping and almost kind of like sweeping up the shop. And you see that Penelope, the Goblin Artificer that you guys met the first time, is actually talking to 2 people. Aeon and Mystic, can you please introduce your characters? I guess like which one of you wants to go first? Oh no.
All right, I'll go first. No,
Yeah.
I'll go first. All right, my name's Aeon Sparks. I got a companion named Higgs. He is more of my, I could say, my avatar when it comes to my emotions. I'm a very monotone, kind of calm and collected type guy, but how Higgs responds is usually how kind of lets a window into actually how I'm actually emotionally feeling.
Okay.
And I'm in art.
Okay, cool. And so like, are you what are you? Are you like a Goliath? Are you like a Furbog? What are you?
I'm a gnome.
Okay. And you are a gnome, what?
Artificer. No, sorry. I'm a gnome artificer. Archivist.
Ooh, the Archivist. Okay. And can you please describe what Higgs looks like? Or I guess this form of it.
Well, the current form of Higgs is just looks like a pit boy. So he's just a risk communicator / personal computer.
Okay.
He can speak. I can project him into smaller objects if I need him to scout off my arm, but most of the time he's hanging right in my right hand.
Okay, sounds good. I love it. And Mystic.
Well, hello. My name is Mystic Miscreant. I am a ranger and a Fey Whisperer. I am half orc and half elf. And I have a hummingbirds and his name is Beetlejuice.
Lovely. What color is Beetlejuice? Is he kind of like I imagine, at least for me, this stereotypical hummingbird I imagine is that they have like the very bright violet chest and like the green wings. Or is there any particular color palette that you were thinking?
Beetlejuice is all yellow. He's one of the rarest of his kinds. Many of them aren't yellow. I don't know how he is yellow. But, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Yes, guys. Yes, his name is Beetlejuice. No, well, I don't know. Mystic, do you have to call him 3 times to summon him and dissummon him? Because he's technically your familiar.
No, I can just call his name
Okay.
and that'll be good enough for him.
Okay. But he mostly enjoys just kind of like chilling around the flower crown that you naturally grow out your hair, right?
Yes, he does. That's pretty much where he like stays up there all day. Unless he needs to scout something out for me.
That's fair. I mean, hey, he's a hummingbird, so he has a free supply of nectar whenever he needs it. He's pretty
come
happy
on, guys. His name's Beetlejuice. He's not Waterworm. You can't say Waterworm 3 times in this campaign.
Waterworm,
Thank you.
waterworm.
Waterworm. It is. Well, okay. You guys really need to fucking stop doing this, all right? Like you're giving your DM a goddamn aneurysm every time. I keep telling you, I'm not gonna show up until at least like the 4th or 5th season. Okay? God, like you're like interrupting my pedicure and poker night.
Would you compromise and come at the end of season 3?
All right, I may come at the end of season 3. Okay, just stop bothering me. All right, it's not like I'm just not sitting here. I got shit to. What?
All right.
Yeah, honey. I know.
I'm sorry.
It's them again. You know how it is. All right. No. We're still doing. Oh, babe, don't. Look, see now it's the whole thing with the missus. And look, I gotta go, guys. Okay. It's like. Okay, sorry. That was weird. I don't know what happened that way. Where did we leave off?
Questions about Beetlejuice.
Oh yes, that's right, Beetlejuice. And with the flower crown, so he just kind of like chills, made like a little nest up there, but he's just snuggling. And you all hear Penelope go, "All right, guys. Well, I'm glad to know that you guys are back in town. So with that going out the way, I have some 2 surprises. So, remember the last time you guys were here and you wanted me to kind of like do some more stuff? Like, Mystic, I'm really glad that you were able to give me like a sample of your staff because I was able to make this. And you see that it has a just kind of like a covering on it. And Aeon, when you were able to find that crystal out when you were kind of doing your research stuff, I was able to kind of like transmogrify that and turn that into a little arcane little blaster thing that you. And you see that she reaches back and pulls out another case and he goes, "Would you guys like to see?" I mean, I kind of put them in the cases to do like the whole big reveal thing, but I'm sure you guys are. You ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, 1, 2, 3. And you see that she pulls back the cases for both. Obviously, Mystic, yours is a bit bigger yours is a lot bigger than Aeon. What you see, Aeon, in yours is almost what appears to be a real world equivalency, almost like a NES zapper, like the zapper gun, but it is more like, instead of it being like the dull like gray plastic and orange, it's this very beautiful construction of metal and steel, and with these very beautiful engravings on the handles and on the back. This is your blaster pistol that I put in your character sheet.
That's it.
And for you,
Sweet.
Mystic, you see that this is a very cool and almost kind of like goes into the design of what you really wanted, because you wanted to keep everything very natural and free flowing. This almost reminds you of like real world equivalency, almost kind of like the repeating crossbow from like Van Helsing, but instead of having a lot of that like the wood and the metal, you see that the wood has like hardened into like these very specific places, and you can see like the vines almost kind of like growing inside and through, almost like it gives your this heavy crossbow is almost kind of like alive, like your. And for you, this is your heavy crossbow that I have lovingly called the Wild Hunt. And you can see on the sides, naturally, almost kind of like a natural carving in the wood itself. It's on the stock, it reads the Wild. And she goes, I'm not going to lie, this one gave me a little bit of trouble because I was like, well, if I wanted to get the authenticity right, like you druids basically kind of like, or druids and rangers sing like the magic into plants, and so the plants just kind of grow into that way. So basically I had to take the sample that you gave me, grow that, and basically like naturally shape it in that way. So it still follows the same, it doesn't transform like your bow staff, but it does a lot more damage. You can see in the back here, I was actually able to put in a natural air sac, so that way when you fire the shot, it pushes all the air forward and basically empowers the dart to shoot forward at a faster. Keep in mind, because this is also a weird rig between druidic and arcane magic, it kind of is prone to misfire because sometimes the magic doesn't like mesh up well, but I think you should be. And Aeon, this really didn't take a whole lot of time, but I'm glad that you were able to find that for me, because I think I might be able to use this to work on the help out with the little project that we've been. So this is definitely giving me a lot more.
Yes, the project.
Yeah. Oh, hey, sorry about that, Zhao Ken. Is there anything I can help you with? I don't know if you guys have you guys met yet. I think Yasen was supposed to say that you guys are supposed to meet sometime this week.
No, sorry. I'm sorry if I'm interrupting. I can always come back later.
I'm fine. No, please, I'm fine. I always love I feel as though I don't know. I like meeting people. People are just kind of here.
Hi, my name is Kite. How are you all doing?
I'm well, and you?
Good.
Nice to meet you,
actually.
Kite.
So, I'm sorry, did you say your son said we had new members?
Yeah, didn't you guys or something? I don't know. I know that they were out of town for a couple of things. I know I've met with Mystic. I've worked with Mystic and Aeon in the past, and usually she calls them in when we need a little bit more, help out in the inquisitive field, like in the investigative field. So I assumed because you guys were like the more of like the rookies in that investigative field, that she would be with you all. From as far as I know, Trast is still off on his little like guerrilla missions.
Yeah, Trast. Great. Damn. Wait a minute. Are you an artificer?
Indeed, I am.
Oh my gosh. Thank goodness. You're probably a way better shot than Trast ever was.
I will not take that. I will see about that.
yeah.
I feel like I'm getting set up here.
Yeah, no, it's great now that I have like Aeon. You're finally back, so now I can do more stuff that I want to get done with the actual shop. But I mean, like I said, I assume that's why you guys are here. So I don't know. Maybe you guys are gonna officially meet up time a little.
That is a possibility. But I also would like to say it's an honor to wield one of your weapons again.
Oh, well, I'm glad that you guys like my stuff, and well, you guys go out, you test my stuff, you break it, you bring it back to me so I can make it better, and like the actual process of like literally growing the weapon itself was pretty cool. So I don't know if I could like figure out a way to make that in like daily use. It was a little weird because like it it's druid magic, so it's more like you have to feel it versus like the actual science behind it. But it was a good thought experiment. I'm always here to kind of improve and get better with like the gear and stuff. I mean, that's why I got your shadow weave. I got it off of the bases off the troglodyte skin that these guys were the ones who.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry about the trouble from the troglodytes.
No, are you kidding me? Like, I was able, like, after I got the reports back from Armentine, I was able to basically, like, actually, I'm sorry, I don't want to put you on the spot, Mystic, but do you mind if I show this off really quickly? I'm really proud.
Yes, let them all see.
Perfect. Do you mind if you can, like, pull up your little poncho thing that kind of, like, and show the inside of it?
You want me to pull something up and show the inside?
Well, the mantle. You know what I mean. I know you always do this to me, but you know exactly what I mean.
Yes, I can do that.
What's the
I
matter?
just want to say.
Are you blushing there, Victor?
I just want to say that. I just want to say that Mystic and Aeon have been treats already.
As soon as you say, "Are you blushing?" She goes, "What? I don't know. Just shut up." Yeah. So and well, but as you can see, and you actually do see, as Mystic does pull away kind of like the little poncho thing that she has on. The inside is actually laced with that very beautiful pattern that you did see on the troglodyte skin. And she goes, "This is a little number that I called up called shadowy. Essentially, I was able to reverse engineer, well, I guess reverse bioengineer what the troglodytes naturally did as like a skin pigmentation morphing thing like an octopus, which was really cool. But like I was able to put it into her armor, and so she has a better advantage of like blending into surroundings. And I wasn't able to do that because I didn't have the research until you all killed things and gave me the research. I mean, hell, I even have like some troglodyte stink bomb.
That is really intricate.
Exactly.
I don't understand how you do this.
Yeah,
That's
well,
amazing.
I mean, that's the whole thing, Like, if you guys find something out in the field, obviously, if it's something that we've never encountered, it makes sense for us to dissect and figure out its weaknesses. But also, I figured, hey, we already have the information of, like, biologically what it does, so we might as well take that information and see how we can reverse engineer it into making better equipment.
Okay.
Well, then I have a new challenge for you then.
Oh, I'm listening.
I take out the 2 vials that I had gotten back from the last mission. One's the hardened version of the liquid. The other one is the actual liquid when it didn't oxidize. I was trying to see if maybe you can update these into the Gauntlet of Grimoire for the deflect.
Huh.
I don't know how
Okay.
hard the substance actually is, but maybe if there was some spots on the deflect shield, maybe it'd make it a little bit harder to penetrate.
Huh. Okay, I can definitely do that. I know I'm at least for this, because this is the gunk that you guys found in the cabin, right? For this, I know
Yeah.
Armentine is still working out on the lab filters, the lab results. And so I know I'm gonna wait for those, but I will definitely take a vial of these and kind of do my own little. I don't suppose it's not a bad way to kind of like go at the problem at both ends.
Yeah, no, definitely. Also, I have one more thing for you. If both of them are still watching, I take up my karambits. Also, they kind of are getting shattered.
Oh my god, you do not take care. What the shit? You do not take care of these at all.
I do. It's just that I'm not really okay, karambit, like close weapon fighting, is not my forte. I'm actually more used to mid-range fighting.
Okay, so that would be things like what? Are we talking like short swords? Are we talking long swords?
Well, yeah, I actually can do swords pretty well, even mid-range weapons. So even a regular long sword would work. But I was hoping to get back into my real art, which is dual wielding.
Oh, okay. So what, are you trying to be like super cool man and like dual wielding like long swords?
Well, the weapons that you all confiscated from us when we first came here should do it. They were pretty much, I believe, long swords, if I remember correctly.
Oh, you mean the weapons that were like rusted and broken as shit when they came? Like, no offense, but those weapons were pretty busted.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah.
It's like, I mean, yeah, we have some swords and stuff that I can kind of give you with. If you are wanting to look into something interesting, I have been working on something for that particular case. Got a couple of minutes.
Sure. Mainly, even if it's not a longsword, as long as it's something that I can still be fast with, but still cause some damage. I still want to find a good medium.
Oh yeah, actually, I think I might have some perfect for you. Hang on, give me like, I don't know, you three, talks amongst yourselves. I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna see if I can find it. You see that
I'm
she
already
walks
looking at
off.
them. So are you both tamers?
What exactly is a tamer?
Well, don't you have I don't know what it really is following you, but
No, I'm not a tamer. Beetlejuice is a little different. We chose one another.
Huh.
And you see Beetlejuice kind of like, zip.
Beetlejuice. That's an interesting name. I like Beetlejuice.
Flying around and kind of like looking at you in the face and kind of like moving his head. And just kind of like sits back into the top of Mystic.
Oh darn, that's actually really neat. And kind of cute.
I thank you.
My older brother, he has a ghost tiger. That's why I thought you all were tamers.
I don't know about Aeon.
No, I don't tame anything. I just make stuff. Sorry.
Zhao Ken, if you would like, go ahead and make me a history.
History, my intelligence.
Yep, D20 plus your intelligence, and if you're proficient with it, you add your proficiency.
Alright. My intelligence is a +1, so 14.
14. Okay. You kind of like look at Mystic a little bit, and you see like the biggest indication is that she is half, like she said, she's half orc, half elf. You can definitely see like the tusks of a normal orc or half orc, but you can see how her ears are more pointed and pulled back at the end like a fae. And you see her dress and attire, and you heard of the organization that she is actually. She dresses very much like a gatekeeper. While the gatekeepers aren't whole super prevalent in Zendrick, at least from some of the stuff that you've known from traveling and what you've learned from Kite, is that the gatekeepers are the main druidic / rangers. Like anybody who goes and wants to do a nature, they go to the gatekeepers. They are the first ever. They have the privilege of being considered the first ever druidic set in maybe Covair and maybe the rest of the world. And also being the organizational legend, they have two basically legendary feats underneath their belt. One, they were able to coordinate with the the Order of the Silver Flame to help beat back Hyber's forces during the Age of Demons. And number two, and more prominently, they were the ones who were able to beat back the Dalkir invasion, which was a weird time when essentially like aberrational Cthulhu-like monsters tried to invade Covair and basically take it over into like their weird twisted. They single-handedly stopped that invasion.
So I'm basically just gonna tell Mystic that just as like a reference that I know some of their history, and I'm basically surprised at it when I find out their race. So whatever the DM just said is basically what I referenced to you.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you know much about my people and my kind, especially after majority of us were annihilated.
Yeah, well, the other thing is that Yasen's also an elf, so that kind of made sense. And plus, I did grow up with the Goliaths, mainly the Storm Goliaths in Zendrick. So we did do a lot of studying back then with me and my brother, so it's not entirely unfamiliar to me. Personally, I thought your people were heroes.
I wish everyone thought the same thing.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm back, and you see that Penelope comes back from the back, and Zhao Ken, try this out for me. And you see that she hands you a sword that is still in its sheath.
It's only one. I unsheath it for a bit.
Okay. You unsheath it. It looks like a very beautiful, almost like a, I would say like almost kind of like a Chinese Dao sword. Like it's a very beautiful single edge with the kind of like the curved handle.
It's very beautiful.
Thanks.
It's still one sword.
Oh, is it? Go ahead and press that button on the pommel for me, would you?
Click. Oh shit!
You press it and just it basically like almost magically replicates and you have two of the exact same sword. And she's like, 2 swords, 1 case.
How'd you do that? I want to know. Explain.
I'm smiling and I take a few steps back just to practice with when they're not in range. I just practice a little bit. Oh wow.
It's very light. It's very they are sturdy. They
light.
feel like long swords. No, they are. They practically feel, and they also feel even. Like the weight for both of them is almost like they are.
The weight is terribly well balanced.
Yeah, I know. I'm just kind of great like that. And to answer your question, that's actually one of the little things I was working on. Remember when I said that little gem thing, little project? I've been working on little using like kind of the gem work and the dragon shards as you guys were able to find me. I've been kind of doing a little bit of tinkering and doing a little bit of magic. Essentially, this whatever is going, like what I have on the sword, is a duplicate rune. What I have called these little like marble things that I have, and you see that she kind of pulls. Essentially, these things can be built into weapons that I can have, but if you need something more emergency on the fly, they aren't super powerful, but you can stick them to your weapon, and it's magical in the sense that it uses. So like it won't do a whole bunch of fire damage, maybe like one or 2, but be able to do that, and you can pop it off and move it to a different weapon. And you see that she like opens it up, grabs the sword from you, opens the pearl, like the pommel up, pulls out the pearl and the other sword. She pops it back in, the other sword materializes.
Well, that is interesting.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah, so like I said, hey, Aeon, in your downtime, if you want to like spend some more time in the shop, I don't mind teaching you about this.
Exactly. Pigs record everything that was just said. Play it back later.
Recording, error, recording malfunctioning. And she goes, that's funny, Aeon. You know how it's like, you know how my security works around here. I told you I would be fine with actually teaching you how to do it. You don't have to like try and steal it.
Yes, indeed. Try. Next time, put on silent.
Let's see. So because it's so light, doesn't that mean that its durability isn't going to be that high?
No, for all intents and purposes, it's as durable as a regular sword.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I'll give it a shot. Normally, I'm used to a little bit heavier, but this should work for what I'm going to do.
Good. And if it doesn't, let me know. And if you ultimately break it, let me know what went wrong, and I can see if I can try and fix the problem. But literally, anytime you guys want to modify your weapons, armor, and other stuff like that, you come to me. I mean, it'll be... I try to keep my costs low. Like that, I'll give that to you for free, because it really didn't cost me a whole lot. But, you know, some of this stuff, modifications... They do get a little expensive because I need labor cost and whatnot, and like the actual material and the shipping. But if you find cool monsters and stuff like that and send them to Armatine in my way, I'd be able to make new items. But if you are also in the field and you all find really, really cool magical stuff that I would think, or like raw materials that you would like, go ahead and get that for me. I'll reimburse you by essentially lowering or discounting some of your equipment rates that I.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah, of
Well,
course.
I guess I'll try these out with Bloodhound and Zera, and I basically put it on my back, like just like harness it to like my back, so that way I can take him out that way.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, if you all are done, then do you guys want to join me and meet the others? I also have to go pick up my son.
Yes, we can do that.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think
sure.
we're
That
all in
sounds
the
fun.
library.
Yes,
Thanks,
everybody's
Penelope.
Yeah, of course. And remember, if you break it, come back because I can fix it.
Definitely.
I hope I don't break anything.
Me either.
I bet you
Oh dear
would.
God.
I'm going to try to break something.
And with that, and with that scene, we're gonna go back to the library. So, is there anything that you guys are particularly getting out of these books? I know Gildarch, you're doing your animal handling, so you're wanting to get like a bonus in doing checks like that.
Yeah, I can do some checks on that.
Okay. Go ahead and give me just one. Just go ahead and give me just like a straight intelligence.
All right, we're gonna use the big boy.
Big man.
First roll of Big Daddy Titan Power Stone. Let's see. Oh, that's not bad. 18, because I got a.
Ooh.
Oh, I got a +2 actually. I got a +2. I thought I started a +1. I forgot I upgraded. That is a 19.
19. Okay. Yeah, you're like okay. The behavioral stuff. It's a fairly common, like a fairly beginner's. Essentially, it talks about like the proper way of training for animals is that you want to have something as a positive reinforcement. You never want to do anything where it puts the animal in stress or like essentially makes the animal not want to trust you. If you want the animal to do something, it's kind of like a good idea of like keeping treats or something that they would want around. Like like sitting, stay, good boy, good girl, other things like that. So it's like basics, but you do get some more insight, and as such, you get a +1 bonus to animal handling.
Yay! I will train this ghost tiger yet.
Right. So is that it
Adorable.
for you then?
I think that's pretty much it. I think the only other thing that I would do is once I'm done, I would go looking for Kite myself, anyways. So
Okay. Then I guess go over to Sir Leonard. Sir Leonard, reading all of the religions in the world, is there something specifically that you're looking for, or are you just kind of like getting the general history? Because you have basically, for the most part, for all your life, has lived very like sheltered and cloistered in the temple. Is there anything in particular you want to learn about?
Well, yeah, just just like an overview of everything, but he is specifically looking for clues about what those troglodytes were religious about because he's obsessing because he almost died.
Okay. Go ahead and make me an intelligence or a history check. So that'd be a D20 plus your proficiency bonus if you are, plus your intelligence.
Woohoo!
What'd you get?
I got a nat 20, and then +2, that's 22. Then what else do I add to it?
No, like you got a nat 20. That's fine. Okay. So I guess I will start with the troglodytes first because that's the big key, and I'll kind of go with the other. The troglodytes, in a sense, you kind of like read through it, and you remember the sheriff guy, the deputy to the chief or the sheriff, was essentially saying that like when he fought them in Zendrick, they didn't have this way, and so remembering that tidbit, you go in and you go through. And you remember also Armentine saying about like them having their little like fights with the lizard folk and the kobolds in Quabara. Quabara is basically like the no man's land or like the frontiers of Eberron or like of Covair. Nobody's seemed to really have claimed it as of yet, though there are like settlers. But in particular, some of the stuff that they've noticed is that the troglodytes there have been showing these weird tendencies of like capturing other like lizard folk or kobolds and basically like leaving parts of their bodies in where you would think camps of those particulars would be, almost like in a sense of luring out their prey so that their prey can come find them in order for them to be ambushed. The scholars that also kind of like looking at this is that when capturing or kind of like looking at the troglodytean worshipping site, they seem to be worshipping a lesser demon known as the insatiable glutton or Laugazed. Laugazed in depictions kind of seems to look like a mix between a frog and an iguana. And basically the whole thing about Laugazed is that it wishes to be fed. It's an insatiable glutton. And so when you feed it, you essentially become more powerful as Laugazed wishes to be fed. And if you're the one feeding it, then it'll give you power. And that kind of explains why the champion and the priest that you encounter, why the priest was able to cast.
All right. Okay.
And then for the overview of the religions, I'm gonna do a really quick rundown, so that way it's just a little bit easier. But overview, you had in the beginning in the world for Cover, you had the 13 gods. Unfortunately, as me as the DM, I do not specifically remember their names off my head. But basically, after a while, and they had like a war, and they kind of broke up. So you have the sovereign host, who are basically like the quote unquote good aligned deities, like the god of protection, of war and justice, the god of like crafting, and then you have the sinister or the dark, as they're more which are kind of like the evil, weird underlings. So you have the nine gods of the sovereign host, Dark Six, the Silver Flame, which is a more newer creation. No one's really sure where the Silver Flame came in. It came in incredibly prominent during the Age of Demons, but people think it might have had something to do with the dragons. Other people think it might have something to do with like their predecessors who are more celestial based, known as the Coatls, so feathered serpents. But the Silver Flame just kind of showed up one day and gave a whole bunch of people like divine power. It's so far seemed to have been a force for good, but even then, that also can be kind of up for debate. The Silver Flame and some of the not so nice things that their Inquisition has. But other than that, I can also, out of character, I can also give you like a sheet of stuff that you want to read if you want your character. You got a natural 20, but that is kind of like the gist of the religious, the religious happenings.
All right.
So yeah. And then last but not least, Ayana. What is it in particular that you are looking?
Just any type of information about where she came from. I remember the conversation that she had with the gang, and that got her thinking. She's like, I really don't look like my parents, and it's obvious that they're not my real parents.
Right.
So she's trying to figure out where she came from.
Okay, yeah. I would also say go ahead and make me an intelligence.
Can I please get a good roll this time? I'm adding my intelligence.
Yes, you're adding your intelligence.
And half of my proficiency.
That is correct.
My proficiency is 3.
So so rounded down, it'll be a 1.
Okay, 17. Thank God.
Ooh, 17. Not bad. Okay. You kind of look through and you're like, okay, well, I obviously don't look like my parents, so I should probably kind of get to the bottom of this. And you're kind of like searching, you're kind of like looking features, maybe something that has to do with like your hair. And you do notice that there is something peculiar, that there was an interesting take in there is a variant subculture of Arenellian elves, who are the more kind of like secluded high elves. They live in Arenell after they after they basically broke free of slavery from the giants of Zendrick. Arenells are prone to have very long and wild, uncontrollable hair. Some people believe that it's because the land that they settled on was rumored to be what is known as a manifest zone, which is basically like a weird ripple between different dimensions that pop up in the world, and that their weird dimensional thing is called Iran, or the domain of positive. Essentially, like you would think of this as like anytime Sir Leonard has ever healed you and you felt that kind of like warmth of life, that's Ari. It's kind of in the same vein as nature, but it's more like the life-giving versus the nature. And that through that interactions, they seem to have grow hair very, very long, but they also keep it long as almost kind of like a tradition of like keeping the energy locked and stored in them. So they also wear a lot of very long locks.
So like, do I get power from my hair like Samson or something?
You're not entirely sure. Again, because magic is sort of weird and you have a lot of things where scholars just really agree on things. They don't know if this is just a weird magical mutation because of like the ancestry and like the magic is literally baked into their genetics now, or that it does have some power where they are more powerful the longer they grow there.
Okay.
Honestly, because it's the first thing that you've heard of, you're not entirely sure, but I mean, you're always welcome to try.
I figured I'm drawing connections with my transformation. As you know, in my transformation, my hair grows longer.
Mm-hmm. You do remember that your hair does grow exponentially longer when you do transform.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I'm just putting this down in my notes.
No, you're perfectly fine. But yeah, unless anybody else has any other things, Guild Arts, and I guess Guild Arts, Ayana, Sir Leonard, you guys wrap up around the same time, and you see Zhao Ken walks in with two new people, Aeon and Mystic. You guys have never met them before, but you know that Yesen was saying that you guys were going to be getting some new recruits, or I guess some outside.
Before anything, Gildars runs up to Kite and just goes like this. Hey, I think I found a book where I could teach Taiko. Who are the new people?
Oh, I met them down in Penelope's office. Gildards, meet our new teammates.
And just walks up to him, just looks up, saying, Jesus, you are big.
Yeah, you see he is Aeon is a gnome and just kind of walks up and looks up. You look up and he is like, how tall are you, Gildarts? Like 6'7", 7 foot something?
I am 7'11" because that is the tallest I could be without being a large creature.
Right. You look up and you see he's like 7 and 11 and a half feet.
Yep, that's... Nope, not dealing with that. Nope. Not getting on your bad side. Stand over here.
No, it's fine. Gildar just hold out his hand, like, just to shake Aeon's hand. Gildar's Thundercaller.
I'm just floating around, just like flapping in the wind because it's like half my arm. I'm like, nice to meet you.
Even though Gildar, you know that you're not like shaking super hard, Aeon, you're just like, oh shit, as you're trying to like
Gildar,
hold your
put him
balance
down.
to the earth.
Put him down.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So sorry.
Mystic walks up to him, looks him up and down, shrugs, and says, "Hello."
I'm sorry. I don't know what I did wrong already, but I have apparently angered you.
You have not angered me. Your size just doesn't intimidate me.
Oh, well, that's good. I go to Predator Handshaker, like.
I don't shake hands. Thank you for the offer.
Ayana's kind of like noticing everyone gathering, so like she has her ancestry book, but inside of it she has the erotic fan fiction and she's like reading it and like walking up. And as she was walking up to everyone, it falls, and it's wide open.
And it just like falls in the middle of the. Yep.
On a very lewd page.
You all see as Ayana just kind of walks up, she trips a little bit, and the papers that you saw her occasionally read just kind of like spills out, and it's just kind of like out presenting for all of you all in this little circle that you guys have made.
Roll to catch Ayana so that at least she doesn't fall flat on her face.
Sure, you can go ahead and roll to catch her.
All right. 15. What am I adding here? Dex or strength?
I would say Dexter.
17.
17. Yeah, I would say you'd be able to catch Ayana.
And she's like, "Oop," and "Oop."
Oh no.
I just put it down like this. All right. Like, no, it didn't even phase Gildars. He's just so used to, like, when Ayana isn't in combat, she's kind of a klutz, but when she is in combat, she's fully, like, competent as far as that goes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. A broom broke her nose.
That is true.
Oh, and you all see walking up Sir Leonard and Aeon and Mystic, you all see what appears to be a bipedal turtle person with a handlebar mustache.
It looks like Ric Flair with a handlebar mustache in turtle form.
Out of all my travels, I don't know what you are.
I get that a lot. Me, I am a turtle.
A turtle?
Yes.
Mystic, go ahead and just make me an intelligence. So it's going to be D20 plus your intelligence.
Okay.
Gildars is, while she's rolling, Gildars is showing Zhao Ken the book, like, I think I could train Tycho to fight.
I'm just looking at this. Tycho's not more than... Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, you can train in... Huh. Why didn't you just ask Crystal?
You know, I considered that, but I also considered the fact that I don't want to die.
Oh, you should have thought about that before. Ooh. On the other page, apparently you can teach Tycho how to roll over.
13. Okay.
I rolled for intelligence. Oh, sorry.
No. What is your? No, you're fine. What is your intelligence modifier? I believe that's like a +2.
+3.
+3.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Excuse me.
For intelligence, +1.
+1. Okay, so that's a 14. You kind of think back, turtle. You know you haven't run into it, but you know the chieftain, Sienna, or as you all know her as the great dragon of the swamp. She's definitely mentioned turtles before, and they kind of have some sort of weird connection with the living islands that are prevalent in the Shadow, as they seem to be maybe some sort of variant offshoot of a dragon turtle.
Yes, I remember once hearing of your kind. Quite strange. Are you still around, or is there many of you still around, or are you the only one? It's been a long time since I heard about you.
I'm the only one.
I'm sorry to hear that. I know what it feels like to have your family killed.
Elbows Gildarts in the stomach. Hey.
Oh, okay. Let's reconcile some things. One, we are going to help Leonard get some modicum of revenge, all right? Two, I didn't kill her family. Somebody else did. Why did you hit me?
Just telling you to make sure you be considerate and don't say anything stupid.
I hate Goliaths as much as everybody does.
Uh-huh, right. Yeah, that's what your job posting says.
It actually does say that. I mean,
You all hear the base alarm go off. Like, all of a sudden, while you're having this conversation, you, like, look around and you hear sirens and flashing light. And you hear, attention, calling all available field agents, emergency. And you hear over your intercoms, Bloodhound goes, Hey, where the hell are you guys? We just got an emergency for something.
Well, it said available agents. I don't think I'm really available right now. Maybe in like
Get
half
your
an
asses
hour.
down here now. We have a crisis. There's been an attack in the city, I think. There might have been a bombing. We need some help.
Yeah, I grabbed Zhaokin by his
Meet us
collar.
down at the baker.
No, I tell them, all right, let's go. Don't worry, I go on my own. So, all right, we're going.
Just all right, good. Meet me in the basement. We're heading into the hangar. You guys got 10 minutes, so hurry up.
All right. Who wants to race?
Ion is like quickly like gathering the papers on the ground, like, oh shit.
Sure, I'll race.
Sir Leonard
Ready?
just goes, ah, shit. Here we go again, and then just red shells it.
And go.
I yelled at, wait, before we leave, I yelled at Maddie P. I'm like, hey, can you clean up those books? Emergency.
Okay, so you guys go off. Do you guys take any special gear or equipment with you? I know we only kind of had a couple of people come off and do that, but is there anything specific you want to bring with you?
I got my hammer. I still have a lightning grenade too, by the way, and I'm keeping that with me.
You do. You also still have your shotgun.
And I still have my flare gun stuff. So
yeah, okay. Keeping that. Everybody's gonna be keeping their stuff as is then.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
I have only the new swords that they gave me, and my gauntlets back with Penelope.
I would like to
Sounds good.
have like just the average the gear that we usually carry around. I don't know if I have it with me or if I have to go back and get it.
I'd say that you'd be able to run back.
yeah, I would have mine. I want to have mine as well.
Okay, sounds good. So, as you all get in,
Ooh,
yes.
I have a quick question. So, does my blaster have one of those rune slots that Kite's sword does?
No, you appear that it does not.
All right, note for later.
Okay. So you guys basically head through and you guys head down. You get into the elevator and you press the button for the basement slash. As you all are kind of like riding in with your gear ready to go as the alarms are blaring, you see people are like scrambling and mobilizing. But in this large almost like underground airplane hangar, you see something impressive as you see Bloodhound, Fluffy, Packmaster, and Ratcatcher are all getting onto the ship. You see in the hangar, you see a small size but equally impressive airship that, dimension-wise, seems to be able to hold a maximum of 20 people at a time comfortably. Painted on the side is an osprey, a sea eagle swooping into the waters, beautifully drawn in opalescent holographic. Its hull is what appears to be 5 elemental rings, 1 large circle in the back as a main thruster, and 4, 2 on each side, that act for steering and extra maneuverability. As you all are kind of going in and you see Bloodhound kind of like waves you guys over, and as you all get onto deck, you see 2 new people that none of you have ever met before. You see a blue-scaled dragonborn male taking off his tricorn hat, showing and letting flow shoulder-length jet black hair braided into. He is wearing what appears to be a double-breasted captain's coat, open and splayed, but with no shirt under. You can see, weighing heavily on his belt on his right side, a battle-boring axe with runes inscribed on the blade head. Next to him, you see what appears to be something fairly interesting. I suppose because none of you have really encountered them, you would think that they would be something known as an Arakakru. They stand with very strong, bold white feathers and appears to have even stronger arms. Almost weirdly enough resembles like a human-sized rooster. You see that they do have the gull that kind of like lays underneath their beak, but where the crown would be is hidden under a bandana cap that they wear with the goggles pushed up. And you see as Bloodhound is kind of going, all right, we're gonna get off. Wheels off. We're gonna be in 3. We're gonna be in the hull. And so wait. And it's like you got it. And you see that she's talking to the blue scale dragonborn, and you see them kind of turn and go, hello, welcome, friends. I don't believe we have met before. My name is Jorim von Trajan, and this is my partner and main chief, Skullgrim. Hello.
You suck.
I know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna shake their hands and get right on the plane.
All right, sounds good. Everybody gets on. You see that you follow where Bloodhound went, and you see that everyone's kind of like sitting strapped into kind of like chairs. But you do see this very beautiful on the side, which you weren't able to see on the outside, that it's almost kind of like a trick arcane mirror. So you guys have like full view of like looking out the port window if you want. And you see and you hear, all right, everybody, this is only going to be a couple of minutes, but please make sure that everything is buckled up. We're going to be taking off in 3, 2, 1. And you feel the entire airship starts to shake as you can hear the engine starting to roar and almost these loud gusts of wind. Almost like what you hear in a tornado, but it seems more focused and controlled, channeling raw power of nature. And as you all kind of like fly and start taking up, you hear
No, we didn't. What did he say?
I don't know, but Gildars is getting motion sickness. He's never flown.
Mystic is freaking out. She's never flown before either.
None of us, me and Gildars have not flown before. We're just like, oh god, okay, we're moving.
I hide in my shell because I'm scared of heights.
You throw up, I swear to the sovereigns.
So, you all have now been, after takeoff, have been flying for about a couple minutes. You all see that not only you yourselves, but also the rest of the crew, minus Yasen, Vakari, and Trast, are here with you. You all are below deck. You can feel the shaking and the sounds of air, loud air, rushing through as you're passing through in the city. After a couple of minutes of just kind of like waiting and trying to figure out what is going on, you all hear over the intercom Joram say, "We got your sound on the line. I'm going to patch her through." And bloop, you see a holographic projection of Yasen. Though you see, instead of her like usually standing like she's almost kind of giving a debriefing on a mission, it's almost like the position where she's like either riding some sort of motorcycle or like riding some sort of bike. You're not entirely. And she says, good. I'm glad to see that everybody was able to get the message. Everybody was able to mobilize quickly. Tell me, how much do you all know about this situation? How much I can fill you in? I just got word of this myself, and I'm en route to do some damage.
We know nothing.
Excellent. Well, I suppose. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was saying absolutely nothing.
Are we supposed to know something? Is that something we should be knowing right now?
Yeah. No, I'll definitely help fill you guys in. I know Yasen's going to be a little bit more busy, but in essence, about, I'd say, confirmed an hour and a half ago, the Moorgrave Institute started setting off alarm. And, well, now we got this thing to worry. And you see that she pulls out a clicker, like a rune stone, clicks it, and a holographic screen pops up. And you see the Moorgrave Institute, one of the large colleges here in the city of Sharn. This beautiful, almost base that's about 4 stories tall and has a sort of hexagonal style look, where at each 5 points has these towers that sort of spiral around each other and almost kind of like come up ahead at the top. You see, however, that one of the towers does not match the regular gray stone. The other one at the top, probably maybe about 70 or so feet going up, is now covered in smoke, but also thick green plant-like vines that wrap around the entire top and the interior. As the camera slowly pans up, you see this gargantuan plant-like creature. It almost seems to be, at least the mouths that you see coming out, these hundreds and hundreds of small mouths, are Venus flytrap in nature. As you see the circling other city patrol trying to keep an eye and observing on the sky are being snapped at, as you can see the airships are trying to get out. You see one of the city guard airships actually does manage to get snapped and latched and swallowed by them. That is the main problem that we're dealing.
Well, looks like I got to square up again.
Well, as far as we know, and from what our intel, as we are unfortunately going to be flying blind for a lot of, there aren't a whole lot of civilians. So there are people on campus. First things first, trying to get and evacuate people off the campus as safely as possible. I myself have another group and am coordinating with more on the ground, as the falling debris and occasional plant pods are starting to pop up, and trying to keep a safe perimeter and making sure that they're not. Alternatively, there is another issue. Just on the other side of the campus, there was a silent alarm. The silent alarm led to the university's museum, and we suspect that there is a break-in. Whether or not that this is caused with this chaos or lucky opportunity, we are not deciding. But right before, and I suppose fortunately enough, the security system was able to catch at least some video of them. And you see Bloodhound clicks the thing again and another screen pops up. And you see almost kind of like a side corner, like seeing the museum facing in. See what appears to be 5 smaller creatures dressed in these really dark clothes with hoods up to conceal themselves. You also see 2 larger creatures, almost kind of stalking what you would appear for them to be normal size. And they are following another small creature that is leading them into. You see that the small creature who's leading in the front looks around, casts a spell on the doors of the museum. You see the security runes are disabled. The 2 bigger ones go and open either door. They walk in first. The big ones close the door. That is also what I'm worth. So, as such, we are going to need 2 teams for this. We are going to need one team to deal with the larger plant and the larger threat at play, and the other team to go investigate. While you all have showed yourselves to be incredibly capable and talented at what you all do, you all are going to investigate what is going on with this. I do not want any of you all to get unnecessarily hurt if I can possibly. As such, we are going to keep radio silence between the 2 teams just in case we need to keep the lines open and communicate and keep each other updated as possible. This is incredibly dangerous because we ourselves do not know what we are going to do. Stay on your toes.
I want to hit the thing, though.
But you're not ready to hit the thing. Understood?
You see a small tear fall from Gildart's
I'm
eye.
already looking up brochures for the college. They have a swimming next. I wonder how much admissions
Considering
is.
the state of Sean, they usually like to keep tuition a little bit. But when you all land, you'll have about 30 seconds or so to prepare yourselves before the back doors of the hatch open. From then, you all will split into either sides. Team 1 with Bloodhound going north to face this threat. Team 2 heading south to face and deal with it. They are both equidistant, so we are going to drop you off all same point. That is also going to be the same point of extraction. If there is anything that arises, keep each other in contact.
Sounds good. What's our ETA to landing?
See you here over the intercom. It goes, we got about 3 more minutes left.
3 minutes, and how shall we split up these teams?
Well, I mean, and you hear Bloodhound kind of like speak up as Yasen gets off the call. And you see, you go, well,
Let's choose them now.
I mean, considering there's us and then there's you guys, figure it'd just be easy. There's us and then there's you guys. We go take care of the big bad plant monster thing, and you guys go take care of the break-in.
Are you trying to say that you can defeat them on your own?
As long as there's
What
no
power
wizards,
do
I'm
you
cool.
wield before us?
I'm a big fucking bear person. Like, I can just rip things to shreds.
I would like to roll persuasion to go with Bloodhound.
I
Okay.
was like,
No, go ahead and roll it. Go ahead and roll it.
No.
So you want the good news for me or the bad news for you?
Just tell me.
Nat 20?
She says no, because I'm not splitting you guys up.
You have been declined.
Dang, I gotta.
Well, you persuaded me.
Yeah, I just waited Leonard.
huh.
Yeah, well, that's good to know.
Well, now.
So I just want to say,
Saw that coming.
seeing as we're splitting up into 2, and that it was a big giant thing, which size does not always matter, there seems to be a organized break-in. Are you sure that the most powerful thing is the big thing?
We're not sure it's the most powerful thing, but we do know it's the most distracting and the most urgent
I
thing we
will
need to take.
rip their roots out from their bottoms. I will slaughter them all
Yeah.
Fair enough.
in honor
Yeah.
of my family.
Yeah, you're scaring Tycho.
That
I'm gonna need you to dial that back just a
you hear
little
Bloodhound
bit.
goes, that's
So-
great.
She's scared
Perfect,
Tycho.
Mystic.
I
We
love
got
the energy, but you guys ain't going.
So is there a way that we can contact you if things do go awry on our end, or are we just kind of in the dark?
Yeah,
Oh, we
you guys
have them all.
Yeah, we're all
We have
connected
them all,
via
yeah.
headsets. If anything goes wrong, just give us a quick heads up. We'll also coordinate you guys as well. You know, we want to make sure that we keep in contact with each
Oh,
other,
sweet.
especially with all.
All right, just letting you know if you don't hear from us in 5 minutes. Just be prepared.
I mean, I appreciate that, but like I've trained, and you see that she kind of like points to you all. She points to Mystic and goes like, I mean, I haven't trained her, but from her response, it sounds pretty.
I need
She sounds pretty
no
capable.
training
So like,
from you.
I think you should be.
I need
Should be
no
in
training
hand.
from anyone.
Oh well. Well, motherfucking excuse me then. I think you should be fine.
Gildas looks at Zhao Kid. Was that what I was like before we came here?
I'm still looking at the brochure. I'm sorry, I'm not really paying attention. I'm just letting you all hash this out.
I have a question. Do we have any, like, because this was kind of a hurry thing, do we have maybe any emergency gun ammo on here?
Yeah. I
Sweet.
I am working under the assumption that you guys, when you were basically like, this is an emergency, not only in the fact that you guys would have enough time to grab your equipment, but also just in case for these, they also have equipment. Magic, they have equipment, DM, plot, just regular ammo stuff. They wouldn't have any like.
I would imagine that since this is basically like a military agency type thing, that they would keep like emergency small amounts of ammo in case they have to get to where they need to quick without being able to utterly go in and prepare.
Yes, that is a very fair assessment. Always assume that you guys are going to have regular ammo. Specialty ammo, once we get into that, is going to be it's a whole other thing.
All right. Then I got a question for you, Bloodhound.
Yeah.
All right. If we're going at this side of the building, how much does the building look, I don't know, suitable or like sound so that way it won't collapse on us, or are we going to actually have a big time limit on our hands? Because if that's the case, guys, then you all have boost on our gauntlets, so let's make sure we use them so we can at least enhance our physical.
We have what now? Gildarsu has never used those. We have what now?
It's a fun thing to play with.
Aeon just kind of Aeon studies it and is like, I wonder if I can upgrade this later.
Oh, I've asked.
I don't ask. I just do.
Ooh, I'm coming to you then.
So, with all that being said, you hear Joram go, "We're coming up. ETA 1 minute. Look alive, people." And you see Bloodhound, Fluffy, Packmaster, and everybody gets up. And you see that they make sure that they have their equipment ready. They check their weapons. Fluffy, he pulls out from his back this weird telescopic thing and then shakes it out, and you see it telescopes out into a sniper. And you see kind of like checks. Kira, you see the Tabaxi monk like character. She is wrapping her hands in this very beautiful magic silk, like knuckle guards, and you see as she kind of like flexes her fist, they glow with these beautiful soft.
What is Bloodhound doing to get ready?
You see Bloodhound is actually you see that she is sitting there. It seems to be that she already has her stuff ready. She doesn't have like any big guns like sniper rifle. You see she has like a shotgun. You see now that she also has these very beautiful and heavily armored gauntlets that go and cover all the way up to the meat of her lower forearm with these very beautiful three red jewels encrusted into.
Is she like meditating?
You see that she is. You actually see that she's pulling out a small little tin can, almost kind of like what you would think like a spit can, and you see that she takes some of it and rubs it on her face, and she is putting on war paint.
Can I have some of that?
Was that good?
Can I have some of that?
Yeah, sure. Do you want a pattern in particular?
No, I got it. I put some on that is like Goliath culture, specifically Storm Giants, which is like 3 marks from from the middle of your forehead only down to your eyebrows, and 2 going across there, and then I just put a little bitty dot on each side, like close to like the temples, I guess.
Okay. She goes, "May you be protected. May all of you." And puts it in. She goes, "Look alive," and points to the red light that's at the end. She goes, "When that thing turns green, the door is going to open. You're going to have to make a 4-foot jump off, and we're going to have to book it. Everybody understand?"
Got it. This is going to be fun.
Yep.
Affirmative.
As you all are waiting, is there anything else you all would like to do?
I speak to Higgs on my arm. And it's like, all right, buddy, you ready for this?
Affirmative. Let us proceed.
Beautiful.
So, with all of that being said, after what seems to be a very tenuous and silent minute, the rocking of the airship slowly stops. There is a brief pause. The light turns green. The hatch opens up, and you see that is now almost kind of like this ramp that leads down. And you hear Bloodhound yell, "All right, move, let's go." And you see everybody start.
I'm already
Last
going.
one out has to clean Sir Leonard's shell.
I will not clean anything.
You leave my shell out of this.
You all jump, and like I said, about a 4-foot drop, but nothing too substantial that you have to. You all get down low. You see the platform raises back up. The airship just, and you hear Joram go, "We're gonna stay out of sight, but making sure that everybody's staying good in case we need to move in for an evac. Keep in touch."
You got
Sounds
it.
good.
All right. Tactical visors on,
You
everyone.
see Bloodhound looks at
Eyes
you
front.
guys. You see she looks at Fluffy, gives him a nod. You see Fluffy looks at you all, gives a sort of wink, slaps something on his gauntlet, and you see these shadows start to emanate and coalesce not only around himself, but also 30 feet around you, 30 feet around his. And you see Bloodhound, Fluffy, Denmother, and Packmaster, or excuse me, Ratcatcher, disappear. Seemingly that they are now stealthier than they were before. You guys got a 5-minute run to where you need to be.
We're gonna book it for 4 minutes though, and then I think we should stop and then sneak the rest of the way.
I'm gonna blue shell it again.
On the way, I ask. So, guys, we have a plan for this.
I'm gonna hit things.
Neither do I.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
that's his.
I never ever
That's his
planned for
plan.
anything.
But here we go. So Gildarts is right, though. We are going to sneak through towards the last minute coming in because we want to make sure that we're a little bit far away from any debris and making sure nobody's around us. If we encounter anybody, we'll get them out as quickly as we can, guide them somewhere safe. But we're still going to go in and check out the break-in. So everybody have their weapons drawn or weapon holstered. Sorry.
So who's stealthy as all jazz?
I'm not
Those
particularly
two.
stealthy, but I can definitely send out my companion here to survey the area.
That could work. That could work. Yeah,
That counts.
we could use that.
You want to do that? It should. Does it hook up to our eyes or does it hook up to yours?
Right now it's only mine. So, all right. So I cast Manifest Mind.
Okay. Are you so what does because you're manifesting out of the binder that the gauntlet. What does Higgs look like? I know we kind of decided just kind of looks like a little spirit, but you know, You made Higgs, so what does Higgs look like?
So other than being in my gauntlet, I have right now is just it looks like almost like a clockwork sphere.
Mhm.
So if you think of like the snitch
Oh,
from
that's
Quidditch,
awesome.
looks like that, but a lot.
Okay. Does it have the wings, or is it just kind of like floating by its own pure?
It just floats.
Okay.
Yeah, it just floats. So right now it's made out of metal, because that's, I don't have to make it out of anything else.
Right.
So right now, yeah. So I toss him up, and I said, "All right, Higgs, do your thing," and it transfers into the sphere.
Okay. You all see as he throws up Higgs, and you see this almost like, I don't want to say digital or sort of kind of like video sort of like effect, but that's the only thing I can kind of think of. Like this weird sort of magical code just emanates from Aeon's gauntlet, and you can hear like tiny servos clicking and whirling in this thing, and Higgs's runes light up, and you see now that what Higgs is seeing comes up on your scouter, Aeon, and you just know that you have to kind of close your eyes only to like make sure that you. But Higgs is now active.
What does the scouter say about his power level?
I'm not gonna make that joke here. Don't even try.
Worth a shot.
You should know better than that. All right.
So, Higgs is active. You guys are probably about a minute or so still out. So Higgs is still going to be out for an hour. Are you all wanting to approach this guns a blazing? Are you all wanting to approach this a bit more stealthily?
Stealthily.
Yeah, more like information. Like
I'd rather approach stealthily as well.
We are supposed to be investigating.
Then, if that is the case, does anybody else have any other items/spells they want to use? And if not, then I'm going to need a marching order, and then I'm going to need everybody to make stealth checks. Okay?
So I would imagine me first, since if I get hit, I
Alright.
can probably live better than most, unless Zhao Ken would like to take the lead.
sure, why not? Let's go ahead and do that.
Oh, okay. Fight is going to lead while the barbarian takes second, and then Leonard will be behind me, I assume.
I'm behind Gildarts.
Okay, so marching order then. I have, from what I heard, Zhao Ken, you're taking point. Gildarts, you're taking behind. Leonard, you're staying in the middle. Aeon and Aeon and Mystic, where are you guys going to be?
Are there any high points that I could be upon?
Go ahead and make me a perception check.
While we're waiting on that, is there any evidence already, or we still have to get to that point? Because we're a minute away, so there might be something already around.
Yeah. You guys, have been kind of running. It seems to be that the area that you were all dropped in, seems to be kind of like this very large quad area almost, where it has like this walkway between the 5 different towers. As you're kind of like walking through and going more towards like the southeast part of the university, you see that this is a little bit more barren. Buildings akin to, or more kind of like akin to the actual professor halls, or like the office, like technical office. So you don't think anybody's here this side, or at least at this time. You do occasionally see like some couple of like students wandering out of what you would assume like a technical lab or one of the buildings, kind of like looking a bit confused as they were seemingly like doing a project or something.
Okay.
All right. So those ones we're gonna have to clear out.
So, Aeon, Mystic, are you guys going to be staying in the back then? I know, Mystic, you got a What did you roll again?
16.
Okay. As you do and kind of like survey your surroundings, getting a lay of the land, you do notice that there are a chain of buildings next to each other, about a story tall. That wouldn't be a hard climb or a hard parkour jump to make up, but you would be able to jump essentially from rooftop to rooftop as they are fairly close.
Question.
Yes.
Are there any stairs to get to the roofs?
Sure.
If you would like to make a perception check, you totally can.
Okay, because if there is, my ass is walking sideways.
You don't have to go up the stairs to the roof.
Yeah, you don't have
Oh.
to. It's just another point where you still keep in contact with everybody, but if you want to kind of get like a higher vantage point, you can
I
take
am not going to the roof.
I prefer a higher vantage point.
That actually is good because she can then basically watch our backs while we go forward.
Exactly. As a skilled archer, I prefer not to be around other creatures and beings and humans in general. I will go up there and be on my perch.
I'd rather have the Hawks like you watching us than us all going in and not having a good plan.
Yeah. So are you going on the roof? Do you need help getting up
Yes.
to the roof? And by that, I mean I can give you a boost.
I need no help, but thank you for your assistance, and I appreciate your compliment. I will go up there now.
Gonna break the game. If I give you help, you get advantage on your roll.
Remember, I don't like advantages. I like to do things on my own. I'm very independent.
All right. You heard it. No bard of inspiration.
Oh, this is gonna be
nothing.
fun. All right.
Nope. All right.
Go for the hell of it. Just go ahead and give me an acrobat.
I kind of hope she gets a net 20 at this point.
We'll see.
I rolled a 14.
14. Okay. Takes a little bit. Takes just a little bit longer than it normally does, but you are able to get up there with no issue.
I'm not used to buildings. I'm used to trees. I prefer the wilderness, but you guys have summoned me here. What do you expect?
We're just all watching her like $10 she falls.
I don't need any help.
I curse you all for mocking me as I climb this building.
Just like, I don't need any help. I like this, just like watching it just like this. Wow, this is a really laborful climb.
I mean, I don't know why. Wait, Sean, I mean, DM, can I just make a perception be like, just to see if there was a vine or something like right up the side of the other building? Just be like, why didn't you just take that?
If there was a vine, I would climb it.
Let me just roll for one.
Please tell me there's a ladder right around the corner.
Chauvinistic pricks, you chauvinistic prick.
Welcome to our campaign.
I'm gonna cut your dick
God.
So this is what I have to deal with now. You all are like literally cocained up toddlers.
Hey, I can go to the bathroom by myself.
Ooh, big boy there.
Aeon, please
Thank you.
save Kaylin.
Yeah.
Kaylin, Aeon, please save me. Tell me what you're doing so I can move on to this scene.
So after watching that display of majesty right there, I decide to quietly advance behind the other two, but staying like at a distance, so I'm still like in deep cover since I'm more reconnaissance.
Okay. Then with all of that long and convoluted way, I need everybody to now roll me a stealth check.
16.
16.
Oh God, mine's very low.
I got 16.
What'd you roll?
7.
Okay, 16 for Sir Leonard. And what'd you get?
The gods do
got
not grace
7.
me today.
The gods are damning you for your arrogance.
That's not the gods. That's the dice. The dice tell their own story.
Very.
All you had to do was take the advantage.
I will throw you down something.
I guess I'll come back later with my roll.
What did no?
Damn.
Jowkhead, what did you get?
Damn.
What did you get?
Yeah,
Scared now. I'm just scared of
Roll.
this now.
Roll.
She reminds me of somebody.
Roll.
I did roll. Mine was 21.
21. Okay. Aeon, what'd you get?
16.
Oh, we got 3 16s.
16. Okay.
Damn you all.
So, after hitting your self checks and keeping as quiet and as hidden as you all can possibly be, after what seemed to have been a very hard run, you all make it to the base of the museum. Magic, you have the best vantage point, and so you see a lot more from where you are. But you see that the museum, the Deniza Museum of Antiquity, has a long, wide stone staircase that spans outward 120 feet and has this almost conical curved pattern that the stairs lead into the end. Around every 20 feet or so, including where you all on the ground have now decided to be, are large concrete planters for trees and shading. They're probably about 3 to 4 feet tall, and they're every 20 feet. So there's 6 of them total that lead to the opening of the front door of the museum. You also see that the front door itself, with not only having a sheer glass interior that is just kind of darkened through magic, but the overhang is held up by these large towering pillars of white marble that leads to a base and is holding up this skylight that seems to go further back. What do you all wish to do?
Do we see any people there or no?
You do not see anybody. And even if you did, because you guys are about 120 feet out, it's still hard to make out a lot of details. You would definitely have to get closer. But you do not see anything as of yet, nor do
Then
you
I ask
hear
and
anything.
turn to for God's sake, Winston? Did I get that? No.
Aeon.
Aeon.
Yeah, thank you. I'm going off of your screen name. I'm supposed to go. I wrote. I'm supposed to wrote the name that I went.
You can always change nicknames.
All right. I looked at Aaron. Can you pick up anything on your go-go gadget?
I glare at him for that statement, and that is use sensory upload and see if I can see anything from Higgs.
Yes, you can. Can you please, if you have your character sheet up, can you explain to everybody what sensory up? I think we took Artificer character archetype, and because that was more like the unrefurbished Unearthed Arcana, and we just kind of made our own. So we've changed a lot. If you can, please.
Yeah, sure. So sensory upload. As an action, you can hear and see what your mind. Oh, yeah. So what Higgs does for 1 minute. It has dark vision for up to 60 feet. So there you go.
Okay. So you see your eyes just kind of flare back and go dark, but you see the light in his scouter just kind of your senses get lifted, and Higgs is probably floating about 3 to 5 feet away from you, just kind of floating up there. So you're gonna send him. So I'm assuming that you're also going to go into hover mode, so you can hover. Okay. So while you do this, you yourself in your physical body can still feel everything and walk, but your senses are on it.
Right.
So what are you gonna do? You're gonna fly up. Are you gonna take like a general lap around the entirety of the museum because it is like the entire campus of the museum because it's pretty big, or are you gonna take a lap and see what you can see around the entrance?
Um, I'm gonna see what I see around the entrance, as well as if there's maybe a small space that I can try to squeeze into to see if I can get the interior without going inside yet.
Okay, sounds good. You can move Higgs 300 feet away, so 20. You all see this thing just immediately dip and zip off like the snitch from Harry Potter. Go ahead and make me a perception check if you'd be so. Higgs, yes, Aeon.
All right. Huh. I don't think anyone's saving me from this. I got a 2.
Shout out to the
Got
two
a
crew.
2.
Oh
Okay.
dear lord.
Shout out to the two crew.
What'd you say your stealth was?
Stealth
You
dexterity,
rolled a
right?
16.
Yes, it's a stealth roll. You said 16. 16, right?
I'm sorry, 3. I lied. 3, not a 2. Not much better, but 3. Hear me?
Yes, I did. I am I'm
Okay, sweet.
responding to what someone said. Okay. So with a 3, you fly up and you even kind of like go underneath the underhead. You don't seem to notice anything. It's weird. Like usually Higgs's dark vision or like his sensors usually detect something, but you kind of look. It seems to be that the flat roof on top of flat roof, so there doesn't seem to be a lot of space or a small entry.
All right. Well, I don't see anything.
Well,
Anybody else?
Huh.
wanna
I guess
go
we're having
somewhere?
I guess we're having
Wanna
technical
walking?
difficulties. So let's keep going.
Yeah, I guess we just keep going forward.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep going
Okay.
a little bit.
Are you
further than
guys
this.
just gonna? Okay, cool. Are you all just gonna walk up?
Yeah, I want to get in range so that way I can use dark vision, but also with the tactical visors because it grants 2 to all investigation and perception checks. So yeah, fun fact, guys, you can add that to your perception checks.
Correct.
Yeah, that's not going to help him. No, that won't help him.
Yes, but also he rolled a nat 1, so that just was. So are you all just gonna walk up via the stairs? Are you still gonna try and stay stealthy? Again, these planters that you see are about 4 to
Yeah, we're
5
trying to
feet tall
avoid
and are
those.
every 20 feet. Okay. So you're just gonna walk out in the open on the stairs?
These stairs look nice. Oh wait, do I
Okay.
have to technically go on the stairs? Because I can just climb the building.
Missed it.
Yeah, might as well just.
Yeah, that's right. We're still away from the.
You're still
Yeah, no, we'll just
120
take
feet away
stairs,
from
okay.
the building.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay. Okay. Magic. Is there anything you wish to do? Because you yourself, where the building is about 40 feet away from where everybody else is. So if you do not move to join up with the rest of your crew, you are going to be stuck out here.
Because I've been on this perch long enough, I wish to go with the rest of my peers. What?
Yeah, we'll just keep stealthing it.
Okay. Okay, cool. Sound good to everybody else?
Yep.
All right. 60 feet. You pass 2 of the planters.
Anything suspicious about those planters?
Go ahead and make me perception.
Remember, you get grand 2
Oh,
for the guys.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't have anything because perception is wisdom, and I don't have anything to my wisdom. So, oh wait, I forgot that thing that we took gave us a temporary +1,
Yes.
right? Yep.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm. Might if you want to roll perception.
I'll roll for it too.
Probably roll perception.
I rolled and
right
I get a 19.
now.
My perception was 16.
Mine's a minus one. Mine's 16 as well.
Thank you. Leonard.
Oh boy.
You see nothing.
Let's just. Probably not, because I got a nat 1.
You see shit.
Ha! Ha! Ha!
Way to go, Ayana.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I pulled an Ayana.
Ooh.
Damn.
Ironic, ain't it?
So, as you all are taking the stairs and walking, passing to these planters, you all are halfway to the entrance. Mystic, because you yourself are a highly trained hunter, your instincts kick in before your
Smell
brain's
something.
cognitive thought. You stop for a second, and the air does smell weird. There is something here. It smells dirty, but in the sense of
What's wrong?
fat.
I'm repulsed by this smell. I don't know what this is.
Smell. Do me and Sir
I'm
Leonard
eating
do
a bean burrito.
it or no?
I'm eating a bean burrito.
It's beyond the substance that you devour, beast. It's something else.
Why am I a beast?
Magic. As soon as you say those words, you also see movement from one of the planters. These aren't the planters that you just passed. It's from the one that is further ahead, about where you all are now, 10 feet. And you see that the movement is coming from the top of the canopy of the tree.
Prepare your stance for battle!
Oop. A little bit quieter. I got it. Hang on.
What do you do?
Hang on.
You have a
All
little
right.
bit of a second to react.
Can we peek behind just to see them? Like how far they are?
Well, if you're wanting to
Yeah,
see them,
yeah,
I'm
I
sure
got it.
glad you asked. Pause.
Hey, I don't get it. Hey.
Don't make him say it, please. Oh God.
Because
Damn it.
you see these small, black-robed figures leap out of the tree. There are 3 of them. Magic, as you are hearing them and can kind of hear this weird sort of chittering, in some of that catches your attention. They're all speaking... No, they have to be speaking some sort of goblin language, but it sounds broken, much more broken and almost forced. They have to slowly process. And I'm gonna need everybody to roll initiative.
Well, yep, I did. That's exactly what I was trying not to.
That's what I'm good at.
Oh, geez.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Oh man. So Zhao Ken, it is your turn. You see this hooded robe figure here in front of you.
There's 3. Oh,
what do you do?
God.
There are 3.
All right. First things first. Activate boost. Activate boost. Shut it. Activates boost to use my natural abilities, and then I'm gonna throw concussive at them as my bonus action.
Okay. They have to make a... Yes, that is your bonus action. So they have to make a dexterity saving throw, is that correct?
Yes. So
okay.
One must make a...
12?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. Constitution saving. DC 12 or take 1d8.
Okay, perfect. 1 second. DC 12, correct?
Yep.
That is a 15.
Damn it. Well, let's see. So creatures that succeed on the saving throw take half.
Yes. So go ahead and roll D8, and then we just half.
Gotcha. That is not a D8. That's the D8.
There you go.
Give me a sec. So 5. I don't add it. I just rolled it
Okay.
1. 5.
Yeah, you just roll it. So 5 rounded down. Okay, 2 points of thunder.
Yep. So that sucked. That was so glad that was my bonus action.
Yep. You all see as like Zhao Ken is the first one to react. You see he throws up his gauntlet, and boom! You hear the thunderous boom as the concussion. You see that these small little creatures just kind of like take the brunt of it, and they seem hardy. But with the force, you see that it is now ripped off their hood, from what it seems. And you all are not entirely sure what you are looking at, as these small, essentially goblin-sized creature with these horrible mutated forms. They have 2 mouths that seem to be stacked on top of each other. They have 2 sets of arms, and each one seems to be holding, well, I guess it's one side has set of arms, 2 arms stacked on top of each other. The other side just has 1 arm, and there are these weird gray SWAT-like things where their heads seem to be sunken into their small, wide chest.
Oh God, they're ugly.
Yeah, they're ugly.
Ooh.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Gildar says while putting down the bean burrito because he lost his appetite.
You I was like, you want me to ask you for his number? See if
And you see that they are like chittering angrily.
Can I attempt to try and speak their language?
I mean,
It's
you
not-
can
it's
certainly
not-
try if you want to do that as like an action or something.
Never mind. I don't want to waste one. No, that's okay.
Alright, well, you have your action, so that was your bonus action. You have your movement and your action, so what would you like to do?
Oh yeah, that's right. All right. Oh, you know what? I did forget to ask you because I have the swords now. What was the damage that they do? The die.
Normally, because they act as long swords, it's a D8 one-handed and a D10 two-handed. But you have a trait for that, right? You have the mighty trait.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. So that means you can grip a versatile weapon using the higher damage, but only with one hand. So they're gonna do a D10.
Yeah, I have okay, so D10. Then yes, I do have the. Just had to make sure I wrote it. And I did. Perfect. And here's my D. That's. This is.
So go ahead and roll your attack. There is one close to you. The other 2 that are standing a little bit farther behind. You see have more like, one of them has like a crossbow, or like a crossbow sort of mechanism.
All right. So here's what I want to do then. I'm gonna use containment on the crossbow, and then and then it's my action, and then I'll use the extra attack to attack the one that's close to me.
So
Because then I can do
how
the.
this works is that your action means that you either can use the containment or you can make the 2 attacks. You cannot do
Not unless I used action surge, right?
Yes, that is correct.
Dang. Well, that's no fun. That's okay. All right, fine. You know what? Let's just do the. Yeah, let's just attack. Let's just have fun.
We have fun here.
Let's just attack with them. Screw it. Screw it. Let's have some fun. Let's go, guns blazing.
All right, go ahead and roll your attack.
Yay. And I split both of the swords for this, so and yeah, that is 15.
15 hits. 15 just barely hit.
And now I roll damage for the first one.
Now you roll damage.
Okay, and that's the 10.
Yep.
All right. And I don't add anything to that, so that's just 8.
You add your dexterity modifier.
God damn it, that's 10.
10. Okay. This thing is.
This is why you don't get new weapons. This is why you don't get new weapons. The first time you used them, it wasn't on there. All right, that's the first attack. Now, can I do now the extra one? Now let's do that.
You can use. Yep, go ahead.
Okay, that's a 19. Fuck him.
That hits. Go ahead and roll your attack.
Ha! So 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, 14. So 15. Total? 15. It's 15 total.
15 total? Instantly kills the one you're attacking and severely wounds the guy next.
Ah!
Is that the end of your turn? Because you used your bonus action and you used your action, you can use your movement if you so choose.
Yeah, I'll use my movement just to push myself back just a little bit to get a little bit of distance. That's it.
Okay, that sounds good. It is going to be their turn, and well, the guy up there just saw you cut down his buddy, so they are going to make 3 attacks against you. They're going to run up, and you see in one of the arms they have this big looking stick, and they're going to try and hit you with it. Does a 22 hit your AC?
22 does hit my AC. Boo. Okay. I would use parry. Is it a melee?
Yes, it is a melee attack.
And can I use parry if I expend 1 superiority die?
Yes,
for my reaction?
Yes, of course. If you'd like me to roll the damage first.
Yeah, go ahead and I'll roll this.
Okay. What'd you get?
So let's see.
You just expend the die.
2.
You add your
6.
6 total?
Yeah.
Okay. You successfully negate the damage. I rolled a d8 plus 2 and I rolled a 4.
Dang. You just see me with the sword just parrying and like moving that one.
Angrily, they are going to reach back and take another sword again.
I do parry again. Oh, actually, that would be up to me.
You can only use a reaction once per round.
Yeah, I got it. I read that now. I just wrote it. I remember it's right there, so that's okay.
Is the 15 going to hit your armor class?
Yes, it does.
Okay. This time you are going to take...
What kind of damage is it? Slashing, piercing?
Bludgeoning.
Damn it.
Okay. This one's not too bad. You're going to take 3 points of bludgeoning, as this thing just kind of like cracks you across the face.
Gotcha. We still have those temporary hit points or no? Or that was from the training?
That was
from the training.
Okay, so I'll take those out then. That's fine.
And then last one, you see in the big arm that only kind of has the one on one side. They have this crossbow and they're gonna fire and
that's piercing if it hits.
They're gonna take a shot at you, Aeon, because spread the
load. Oh, okay.
Aeon, does an 18 hit your armor class?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, you take 7 points of piercing damage, rounded down to half, so you only take 3 points.
Okay.
That is that one's turn. Gildar, your go. What do? You got this one that just attacked that's still critically injured. The other one that's a little bit farther behind is still looking pretty healthy.
Let's take out the injured one, but first things first. It's time to go into a rage.
Okay. Which totem spirit are you invoking?
Bear, always bear.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attacks.
Okay, let's see. That is 17.
17. That hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
2d6. Let's see. That is 10.
10. Thing's dead.
Can I go up and hit the other one too? Then I guess.
Yeah,
Sure.
go ahead.
Let's see if I can hit that one too. That is 19.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
I'm so glad I read my character sheet. Yes! Double sixes plus my. I got double sixes plus my strength modifier, which is 4. So 6 plus 6 is 12 plus 4 turns it to 16. But then I also get to add, because I'm a barbarian and I'm in a rage, I get to add plus 3, I think, because it's my proficiency bonus. Oh, it's plus 2? 2. Okay, so that's 18. 18 points of damage.
18. Okay, this thing is looking critically hurt, but it's...
All right. Hey, you win some, you lose some, but hey, one's dead.
Well, technically 2 of them are dead.
Well, I killed one.
Fair enough. Going back, 16. Aeon, it is now your turn. You just got shot. I mean, the thing that shot you is dead, but you got shot.
Yeah, fuck you, I'm killing your friend. I use my laser pistol.
Okay, you're going to bust out the zapper. Go ahead and roll for me, please.
I got that 20.
Jesus!
How dead is it? It's fucking... Woo!
Alright, hold on.
No, don't. You don't have to roll damage.
Oh, I don't? Okay.
It's dead. Just describe to me how you want to kill this thing.
Alright, sure. You shoot me in the chest, I'll shoot you in the face. There you go.
You just see Guildarts as you are running up to try and critically attack this one. You just see a pew, a beam of pure concentrated heat just fire and smash this thing in the face. And you just see Aeon standing there with the zapper off his hilt. Basically just quick drew and took a shot and just...
I like this one. He amuses me.
Huh. Wow, he's faster at the quick draw than you are, Guildarts.
Guildarts comes out of his rage going like this, that almost hit me, but that was awesome.
Huh.
So, it is now quiet. However, with the fight, you all have now made your, and especially with the concussive blast, you're not sure if you all have made your presence now. So if it's...
I like to investigate the bodies.
Okay. Make me a perception check and tell me what you're looking for in particular.
17. I'm just looking to see if they got anything on them that maybe because we've been dealing with cults lately, so maybe a marking or something.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
Can I add something?
Yes, please go ahead.
Mystic runs over to the dead bodies and starts speaking goblin languages to them. Okay.
What are you trying to convey to them? What are you trying to... Are there actual what... Go ahead.
It's the language for the people who have died. The goblins, the orcs, the elves, anyone in my family that have passed away. There's a saying that we say to them. May you rest in peace. May you rest in fight. May you never give up, no matter the strife.
Mystic, go ahead and also make me a perception check if you'd be... Because this comes into play with your...
Get a natural 20.
Okay. With a natural 20,
Jesus.
As you and Guildarts are kind of inspecting these bodies, you look and there is now kind of a realization and a sadness that washes over you. It's the reason why these creatures were speaking goblin is in some weird way, and you can just kind of see how flesh feels and how the skin is pulled taut and it's unnatural. but the physiological states, these creatures were once goblins.
People,
Mm-hmm.
you all murdered my people! Mystic freaks the fuck out.